on both channels. You can go ahead and cancel your Netflix subscription. See, the guys care deeply about you, so please go do it now before it's too late and they release the infected cyborg snakes.
Welcome to the ClevelandMoto Podcast.
All right.
Hey guys, welcome to ClevelandMoto Podcast, episode 545. Light 'em up, boys! And to my immediate left, we have...
Sean Noel.
And behind the boards tonight,
Steve Sleepy.
and to his left,
Johnny Mac.
and behind the bar tonight,
Tom Pennington.
and...
He came back for pleasure. The smooth-talking, heart-stealing Mexican with looks that set the chat on fire. For one night only, ladies and germs, the romantic Hispanic, give it up for Oscar.
The triumphant return of the romantic Hispanic.
In a world.
There he is.
Oscar.
Let's see him. There he is. Our podcast just got exponentially sexier.
It just got sexy.
Oh no, too sexy.
So sexy. Yes, that's right. We have Oscar back in the house. We're all extremely happy about that. You coming to town for a retirement party?
Yeah, one of my teammates reached 46 years.
46 years.
Yep.
That's more than a gold watch.
Tomorrow. Wow. Yeah.
That is fantastic. So for 46 years of service, he gets his release.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's it.
give him a hat and he can go fuck it.
He can go fuck it.
Don't hand job.
Oh, that is great. Well, yeah, we're always thrilled anytime Oscar comes back. It's super exciting. And just couldn't possibly be better. Spring has sprung. We've just so much motorcycle activity.
Well, I mean, it was like 80 degrees when we left the shop.
It was 80.
It's going to be 40 in the morning, which is weird.
Yeah, I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. The important thing was about 6 people picked their bikes up today from winter storage. That's a plus. We do our winter storage program from whenever you want to drop it off. If that's October 1st, that's fine. I don't hate you. But you have until April 1st. And we used to do April 15th, but that was stretching out way too long. We had people in June that hadn't picked their bikes up yet. So we changed it to April 1, and that's nice and easy so that we can contact people. And I've been really lucky to be able to shuttle some bikes over between the warehouse and the shop. Tom's getting them ready. And, you know, it's been a good move. Like, we're calling people, 5, 6, 10 people at a crack. Hey, your bike's ready. Come and get it. And it's very funny that we've only had 2 people that called us and said, hey, man, is my bike ready? Can I come and get it? And I was like, oh, shit, I guess I know which ones I got to grab from the warehouse, right? But nobody's really hung us out yet. So that's really, really nice. And for any motorcycle shop in the springtime, getting that stuff moving, getting that stuff out the door, because nobody realizes that eats up a ton of our warehouse and showroom space. Yeah. So we have all of our distributors, the trucks are showing up daily with 4 bikes, 5 bikes, 6 bikes. And when they're showing up, that means we got to get out there. Yeah. And there's nothing less friendly than cutting, soaking wet cardboard.
Well, and
you're soaking wet 100 pounds of cardboard per crate. Yeah.
Just what you had today. I mean, like that's walking room sort of.
Oh my God.
Right.
Yeah, the showroom is so packed right now. It's crazy. And it is funny that a lot of the folks are like, yeah, that's great. But
nothing worse than cutting wet cardboard.
Oh, it's pretty.
You want to come work with me someday?
Yeah.
There's a reason we don't work with poo.
No, I should more accurately say.
So you're cutting logs, is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying.
when you're not prepared to go out in a downpour and you've waited all day for the rain to stop, but that means the cardboards have been drinking up all that water all day. And then it's like, okay, it's 5:30 now. I'm going to go out and uncrate these bikes.
Or ring them out.
Yes, exactly. So I didn't have my truck at the shop, so I loaded about 300, 400 pounds of completely permeated wet cardboard into the back of a Previa. That smell's never coming out. Yeah, that smell's going to be there ever. It just smells like wet dog.
Considering you are the collector of more Previas and Estimas.
I'm down to 2.
But at one point.
And one of them's lowered.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So that the lowered one.
Actually, you have the most awesome Estima ever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's sexy.
And if anybody wants to buy this thing is the ultimate pimp.
I haven't even
Estima.
put it on the website yet because I'm really enjoying driving it. So it is a Japanese market, super aerodynamic one. So yeah.
High top glass roof.
Yeah, the whole glass roof is beautiful.
Fucking amazing.
It's neat. Yeah, it's way ahead of its time. But what's funny is I put all this wet cardboard in the back of the lowrider Previa. Well, lowriders have nothing to give you in the way of suspension travel.
And that already smelled like success.
It's a 91, baby.
There's a mix of DNA in that.
There is. Yeah, that car's seen some stuff. But it was funny that when I threw all the cardboard in and I looked at it to check the stance, I was like, it doesn't actually look that bad because it's on, Bilsteins that are super short. Well, when I pulled out of the driveway at the shop, I scraped all 4 tires. So all 4 tires hit the body. And I was like, yep. So we know that you can't exactly put 2 human beings in the way back seats of that Previa, right? 2 small human beings.
Unless it's parked somewhere.
Right.
And
That's exactly.
I still
And it still bottoms out.
I still question
repeatedly.
why you reskinned the mini wheels versus just buying a set of Toyota wheels.
I didn't do that.
I thought you reskinned those.
No, that came that way. That showed up. That was somebody that said, I'm going to make a lowrider. I'm going to put 18-inch mini wheels on it. So they put 18-inch Mini Cooper wheels on it.
Well,
and they did that. They did all the Adidas stickers. They did all the red, gray, and black wheels.
It's really funny. Every time I see it, I'm like, I could own a Previa. And I'm like, I have an Element. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Especially not this Previa, because
Right.
you got to drive this Previa like you're transporting TNT, because anything deeper than a 1-inch pothole is going to cost money. It's going to be a financial investment if you hit anything that resembles a pothole. So you drive it like you're driving with sonar. You just don't want to hit anything. And it's a 91. So it's been around. But it is super clean. It is super nice. But it was last night. It was like, okay, it's going to the recycling center. It's going to be loading cardboard tonight. And then I brought the truck in today, thankfully, because I have another load of cardboard.
All your vehicles are work vehicles.
They are legitimately. Everything I drive has to be called into duty.
If they ain't going to work, they ain't worth it.
They ain't gonna hang around. That's for damn sure.
My Civic works.
This is true. Yeah.
How many 8-foot boards is that hauled?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is a whole hell of a lot. Yeah.
Again, you have no idea. I totally shiplapped my whole attic by packing my Kia's ass full of lumber 20,000 times.
The dude who's doing my basement bathroom shows up every day in an Audi SUV, like a mid-size crossover SUV, and he's doing plumbing and the whole deal. And I just always get a kick out of the fact that he's showing up in a 10-year-old Audi to do construction, demolition, the whole thing. Yeah. So game on, man. Yeehaw.
I was able to fit like 40 8-foot-long 1x6s in my car at a time.
Nice. I'm going to start with hate mail today because it's just awesome.
Please.
Oh, that's my favorite.
All right. You know what? I
it's
love
great.
it. Just bring it on my face. Let's go.
Man.
11:02.
I feel like I've heard you say that before.
So, all right. So here we go. You guys know Ryan Hegdahl. We think everything he does is great. So Ryan,
that guy.
damn you fuckers to Valhalla, heaven, purgatory, hell, or whatever happy afterlife you believe. My son is starting to race moto or hare scrambles this year. So I was going to drop down on my subscription, but you guys are worth $20 a month. That's right. He's a fucking legend, right? I'll work the extra 0.25 hours to pay for the subscription. Update.
Look, polls are worth working.
Update on my 1981 GL 1100 project. I have the intake and the Holley Sniper Autolite 1100 throttle body injection kit.
Hell yeah.
So I saw that they posted that in the podcast chat.
Correct.
And I was almost going to be like, oh, you're putting that on your Goldwing, not knowing he is
putting it
planning
on
on
the
putting it on his
Goldwing.
Goldwing.
Yeah. He said, I will be installing it this weekend and hopefully firing this bike's first shots in anger in over 10 years. Damn. Plans are to drain the oil and fill it with a Rotella T4 15W40, good move, and replacing all other fluids. Yes, you need to replace all the other fluids.
Has anybody ever talked to you about AMSoil?
We had that guy in the shop
We
today.
have stickers.
Oh, no.
Isn't Pete one of those guys?
Yes.
Yep.
Plans are to drain the oil, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. I mean, is there anything else you gentlemen can recommend for pre-firing prep? Also, I won't be able to make it to DGR locally because of a hair scramble that weekend. So, is there a way to donate and ride my race in a suit with pictures and footage of proof? Oh, so you want to ride your hair scrambles dressed up for DGR?
Hell yeah.
Double dip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems like a damn good idea.
Why not?
It seems like yes to all.
Remember, DGR is a state of mind, but it is on May 17th. So whatever you're doing on May 17th, I don't care if you're mowing the back 40, do it distinguished.
Yep.
Right?
Be
Be
dapper.
distinguished about it. Be dapper. Absolutely. He says, ride fast and take chances. Also, not sure if you've ever thought about it, but there will always be the all-time king of the anal game, which, of course, is the Hodaka Anal Combat Wombat. Thank you and enjoy. Yes, that is definitely the Hodaka Anal Combat Wombat is the king of the anal game for sure. You do not want to run into the Anal Combat Wombat.
But what he didn't realize is that he is giving Sean a chance.
How'd you know my station?
Well, there was that. I wasn't going to go there. I was going to say.
But Sean was willing to go there all night.
Anal Combat Wombat was the first badge he got in Desert Storm.
Right.
I was just going to say that he had recently taken interest in a Goldwing, and then we reminded him that they had these evil things in there called carburetors.
Yes.
So
yes.
if he
No.
solves this-
Golden ring.
the gold. But anyways, then he would have his dream of having a matching Goldwing to match his Mercedes.
Right.
You'd have the banana crew.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd have to get the yellow one.
Yellow. Oh yeah. 100%.
And again,
okay, so let's talk. Can we talk about the sniper on the Goldwing?
we should talk about the
I mean,
sniper.
what's your opinion? I mean, like CFM wise, if you bought the smallest one, do they make a 2-barrel sniper unit? Like, would you want a real 4-hole one? I don't know,
Everybody wants a 4-hole one.
but I mean, if you look at that carburetor
Mm-hmm.
and your hole, I mean, just you look at the holes in it, and they're about the same size that a four carburetors would have been, and the intakes and everything. So maybe the volume won't be too much. You know what I mean, of air going through it.
I don't know.
But it is fuel injected, so you can program it however you want. So
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
We're just going to have to probe those holes.
I mean, it should be able to work. And did he get like a 3D printed intake or something, or what's he doing for an intake? We don't know.
Well, there was a 3D print, and then there was a metal one. I think enough people said spring for the metal one that I think he went in that direction.
Yeah. And keep in mind.
I think he's in the chat, so he might actually answer.
Oh, really? Yeah. So that's a good thing to do.
Oh, it's
because,
Hegdahl?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hegdahl Racing's in there.
Yeah. So, and remember that this kit, the Holly Sniper, the EFI 1100, that's something that many people have put on inline 6-cylinder British cars. Mm-hmm. So Triumphs, all that stuff.
Has anybody else done this on a Goldwing yet, though? Or is he blazing in the trail?
Don't know. And
Somebody would
Because
have
I know people have put 2-barrel regular
of-
carburetors, like
so-
built intakes and put
I'm
just
gonna say this, and I'm speaking for everybody at the table. I don't think any of us have really invested that much time in an old Goldwing.
The old wing.
I mean, I have, but I
thing,
literally tell people, bring me $1,200 and I might look at it.
we maintained a first year, a KO Goldwing for a gentleman that was perfect red, wire wheels, all the deliciousness, right? And it was a perfect standard GL 1000. And the guy had a plexiglass windjammer, not a fairing, a windshield.
Yep.
That's all it had on it. And
That's the only Goldwing I really would want.
it was delightful.
Hey, Matt.
Miss
I drove
Emma, isn't that what hers is? Miss Emma's, isn't that what hers?
I don't know what Tubbo is. I do not know what Emma's Tubbo is.
Oh.
Her turbo powered Goldwing.
Yeah, I
I'm
thought
not
it was a KO.
Wow, that's a series of words.
I
So, okay, I have an update because Hegdahl is in the in the chat. Sleepy, you want to bring it up?
Yeah,
It's the last one that's posted.
there you go.
So it is towards Johnny because John's going to have a better attitude on this than I am. It is the throttle body is a 1-barrel design like the 110 Autolite carbs designed for a 175 or less engine.
Okay. So that makes some sense. That is not ludicrous.
No, and that's something that, in the vintage British car culture, you'd put a Triumph 1500, this is what you'd use, an MG 1500. This is the system that you would use to get fuel injected.
So it shouldn't be over throttle bodied, over too many CFMs.
No, I think it's going to be right on the target. In fact, I think that's going to be freaking perfect. Brilliant. In fact, I know. I'm actually really excited about it. I think that's really neat.
Well, we need constant updates. And this also is a throwback to the, we keep forgetting the guy that had the project website.
I feel like when he gets this up and running, it's going to be on the Cleveland Moto podcast chat all
Absolutely
over it.
true.
Totally.
There better be videos. There better be everything. I mean, I'm interested in this. This is cool.
Yes.
Kudos.
Super excited about it. I think it's a really, really good application of power. I really, really did. No question there.
I would have been like, yeah, that's going to be easy. But being at the SEMA garage and seeing what goes into programming EFI, I was like,
Yeah.
But then I don't know how many windows they have. Some of the stuff that we were looking at had like 10,000 windows. Like you could control like down to like 10,000th of a millisecond of when the injector opens to when it actually squirts to like how much it's squirting. Is it opening full on or is it ramping up? And if it ramps up for that 200,000th of a second, is that going to cut the emissions that they're looking for? This dude blew my mind. And like three guys are sitting there with lab coats and they're looking, and like when he started backing out of tables, it was like V, and that was like the speed of the nozzle, and he was already 37 tables deep into that. It was
But
insane,
that's
dude.
tuning at a level that is at the very
That's OEM tuning. Yeah.
I mean, when you look at what we had to do to set up, like those, what were they called? The cards that we put in the Vespas. I mean, like that was just like pots.
Power commanders?
Power commanders.
Yeah, I have 10
mean,
of
that's
them.
like just programming pots. I mean, like it had 5 different points or something like that. It wasn't extremely complicated.
If anybody
and it
wants
worked.
a power commander for any type of an inline 4 motorcycle, just send me $10 for shipping. I'll send you all kinds of power
got 'em
commanders.
all.
You had 3 different points for 5 different spots in the range. It can be red, blue, or red, green, or yellow. And depending on how you light it up, that's what your map is, and it worked.
Yes.
So Hegdahl says he's going to keep us updated with photos and videos.
Excellent.
And he has done the sniper platform on his K20 work truck.
Very good.
So this is not
he's
his
familiar with it.
not his first rodeo.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's going to be an absolute perfect application of
yeah.
the technology. I really do. I have no gripe about that. That's fucking genius.
Well, speaking of doing weird shit with weird stuff, Oscar brought some parts with
Oh
him
yeah,
for his thing that he's working
no
on.
shit.
Because we've been talking. He gave me parts to work on trying to make a swing arm for a bike, and then he finds one that's perfect. So
I don't know how I even found it. I just started looking online to see. I did it instead of looking for anything that would fit into the original bike, I went the other way. So I looked for any swing arm for that motor.
well,
And-
why don't you tell the people what you're working
So
on?
what is the bike?
So it's HMW Bambi 75.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And it's Bambi with an I, right?
Yeah, with an eye.
And so these were, and I promise you people, I'm going to try to find a picture of this bike because it is just so sad.
Well,
I found a picture of
And
it.
it was sold by
You
Cosmopolitan.
can always use the ad.
Right. So here's the bike. We'll go ahead and, come on, you reject all the cookies. Come on. All right. So we're going to go ahead and pull this up so you guys at home can take a look at it. There it is in all of its splendor.
There you go.
So this is the bike, and HMW R75 Bambi. And Bambi has that kind of Teutonic styling that one can only describe as being like a guy who saw a picture of a scooter once and vaguely remembered what he saw,
Well, it looks
was
like-
given a box of parts on Junkyard Wars and said,
Oh, yeah.
now build a scooter.
It looks like they modeled all the Chinese wannabe scooters that sucked about 10 years ago after that scooter.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But,
Well,
the Simpson, the Simpson
so the Simpson
Schwalbe-
Schwalbe back
Right.
end, yeah, and the tube frame of a Lambretta, and the Berlin front end. So it's a very bulbous what's that?
everything that was wrong.
Roman nose, yeah.
Roman helmet. Everything that was wrong with Eastern Bloc scooters after World War II meaning you have no money, you have to go to work, we have to build you something you can buy now that the communists are in charge. What can we build? What can you buy? Because they weren't fucking buying Zundat Bellas. They weren't buying nice luxury export 200, 400 cc scooters.
And the frame does look like a Lambretta. It does have the tubed
Yes, it does.
frame.
Yeah, they stole ideas from
everyone.
everybody.
Well, I mean, we can't say that because they built the Electron. and the Vyatka.
Yeah, the Vyatka,
Well,
which
but the-
was basically the concept was we have Vespa, okay, we have Vyatka at home.
Right. Yes.
Yes, yeah, that's what it is. It is basically saying, oh well,
My biggest regret with the Russian going to jail is I didn't get his Vyatka. No, his Electron, but the Vyatka would have been the second.
it doesn't matter.
I
They're just
know.
all of these things. These things are awful, and the level of commitment that you have to try to keep this bike stock.
I tried.
I know.
I really tried.
Well, the story of it, if you look at this photograph that I have pulled up right now, it suspiciously looks like somebody's put a disc brake on this fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this particular bike, but it does. It looks a little. Something's weird about it.
It looks horrible.
It might have been hard to get parts for it when it was new.
But this wasn't. Was this the one that Phil got?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what
So
we're
this-
okay.
You know what? Justin says it right. It's the police sketch of a scooter.
It is. It really.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen this scooter?
Oh, the front fender, it was bigger. It was bigger.
It's always bigger in the picture.
If you go into Dairy Queen and tell them to put a scooter on your birthday cake, this is what they put on your birthday cake. Yeah.
The funny part is you still have a Heinkel in the rafters.
I do.
And this is what you gave him.
I tried to give him the Heinkel. So
Oh.
to describe, this bike showed up in the back of a truck on its side in 3 boxes. And the guy said, "Hey, we just came back from cleaning out a storage unit. And we want to know what this is worth." So like my sign out front says appraisal services, American pickers, American anthropology, right? And so the guy shows up. I walk out to the fucking back of this, $73 Dodge, and I look in the back to see this burgundy colored disaster that was taken apart because it had 2 broken pieces, right? There were 2 parts of the bike that were broken,
Clutch.
cracked, not there, right? Which are made of unobtainium.
Yep.
Right. And I looked at it and I said, well, you're never going to get it running. It's never going to be fixed. It's never going to be, you can't buy, there's no catalog for this. There wasn't a catalog for this when it was new.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess.
So I told the guys, I was like, I'll give you $50. No. Oh, it's got to be worth at least $700. And I was like, I'm giving you $50 and I'm getting it out of the back of your fucking truck. No, man, it's got to be worth $700. I said, I'm giving you $50. You good luck, right? Well, you don't even know what this is. I said, oh, I know exactly
No, try me.
what it is.
You picked
It's a
the wrong
tragedy.
dude.
I'm the only guy in Ohio that has the book with a picture of this in it, right? And that book's been out of print for 40 fucking years.
I'm going to call Tom Giordano right now.
He doesn't want it.
He doesn't want it.
I called him first.
Right.
I called him before it was out of the back of my truck. I called Anna.
Exactly.
Okay. They said, oh no,
Fuck you.
herpes? Enough of that around here. Right. Don't need to import herpes from Ohio, thank you.
I'm going to call a guy and they're going to tell you no.
So I ended up giving the guy $100. So I gave the guy $100 and helped him get it out of the back of his truck. And then I knew that it was not going to be in my life for very long. And I had rolled it. We literally had put it together enough to roll it around.
On a Thursday.
On a Thursday, which happened to be podcast day.
That's right. I remember that.
And then all you fuckers came in and started getting your dick beaters all over it. And people started making squidgy sounds, and it was weird. And long and short of it is,
I did not.
Oscar was like, I need to have it. Because Oscar is where bad project ideas go. Fuji Rabbit,
Yes.
TWN Contessa,
Yep.
right? Things that are too weird for my garage apparently Oscar.
Oh, him and Bagel have like a team or something that they trade.
Yeah, there you go. It's just this weird fetishistic thing. But so Oscar, what
it was either me
what
or
you doing to this
or Grumpy
bike?
Sewer guy. It was one of the two that was going to grab that one.
You're right up there.
But at least you're not doing anything like making it electric or something stupid like that, right?
About that. No, so as Phil was saying, I really tried to actually fix it and keep it as stock as much as I could. So I did try to fix, and I was trying to talk to Johnny Mac and try to figure out any other solution for fixing the clutch.
I mean, the crux of the problem was that the clutch basket was gefuckered.
Yes.
And to try to re-engineer a clutch basket that will act as a clutch, but also as the kick-through for the Kickstarter and all that, and flex of the what was stamped metal, and like you,
it was not gonna
and you went pretty hard on it. You had
I
somebody
tried.
cut out things, and just no.
It was definitely not working. So I started taking the whole thing apart, and Phil had a motor for an electric bike and the batteries. And then I was like, well, I can put this peanut butter on this chocolate and make something out of it. So
I love the way the marketing department for HMW tried to make this fucking thing look appealing by putting a cartoon lady on it.
oh yeah, I saw that.
And this is 1955 AI.
Yeah.
That's all this is. They've created a beautiful environment next to a sailboat and a lake and people picnicking in the
makes
back.
that-
You know,
I love
there's
that
there's
She
a
makes
kid
that black turtleneck look
She's
good.
got the
About to say,
East
there's
German
a kid
look.
that had his first time to that boob.
Oh man, it is.
I'm
so,
about ready to have my 1,457,000th time.
Yeah,
This week.
yeah. This is the marketing department working fucking overtime. This is so. Yeah, and it is truly one of those things. I think it says Hallein and Austria. So I think this
It's
is
Australian.
Austrian. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Halleina Motovec. Yeah, AG. So yeah, there we have it. It is going to be electric
And it had a title,
and have a title.
and I already have plates for it.
Oh my God.
So I just need to put the motor in and just do a bunch of other stuff. And
So
it's
you
fine.
have Austrian, you have
Yep.
German or East German from the TWN Contessa.
Yeah,
That's Triumphwerk Nürnberg, right? You have Fuji.
the Fuji,
You have the Fuji Rabbit.
Yep.
You have Italy and
Vespa,
And your Allstate.
and the yep,
damn, look at you, Mr.
the-
International
and
Man of
the-
Mystery.
and the moped that Johnny Mac shits on.
Oh,
Because mopeds are what?
Fuck mopeds. Mopeds. Motorcycles rule. Mopeds drool.
I mean,
Somebody's a snob.
yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, they kind of suck. I mean, I can barely do 15 on mine.
You
on a
can't.
good-
Nobody in this room can tell me with a straight face that mopeds are awesome and they love them, except for the one exception,
Oh, the
Which
one
is Nick.
which is Nick. I mean, yes, he built an exceptional moped.
Yeah.
Said
He
the guy,
turned his
Yeah.
moped into a motorcycle.
Yeah, I
So-
mean,
guy I used to
new,
think was
new
loyal.
Nick kind of can prove you wrong on that one.
this guy used to
Well,
be
that's-
loyal.
yeah.
He was the Honda whisperer, and now he's just a Kawasaki clunker. He gave away the
You know what?
Honda.
You know what?
nothing to
I'm
do with
supposed
it
to be the
anymore.
negative asshole. What the fuck's going on here?
Because it lets me down that he let go of Honda the way he did.
Wow.
I didn't leave go of Honda. I simply stated that I probably have more Kawasaki's in my life than Hondas at this moment.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's just where you are right now.
It's just where I am right now. Well, actually, if I count the CT70, the Super Hawk, and the CB750, that's 3. And I only have 3 Kawasaki, so we're even matched.
Even. Okay.
That's hard to take.
So in 1957 and throughout the early 60s and even into the 70s, Cosmopolitan Motors in Pennsylvania, I think their business plan was to fly over to Germany-ish and talk to manufacturers and say, hey, what can you sell me 2 containers of today? You're sick, you're tired, you're unsold, last year's models, 2 years ago's models, whatever. And then whatever he would on that trip negotiate to have a whack of them, they'd get put in the containers. He'd get whatever materials he could get from them that he would have later translated or printed or what have you. And he'd bring the whole shooting match back to the United States, back to Pennsylvania. And then, before the crate was even unloaded, he was listing articles that looked like this, or one-page ads. Here's the stork delivering the baby of 1957. A new arrival, Cosmo.
Yes.
A new arrival, scooter. More value at a great low price. Thousands of Americans are looking for a less expensive scooter. Keep in mind, a less expensive scooter than the Harley Topper, then the Zundap, then the Vespa, and the Lambretta. The Vespa was only sold through Allstate at the time.
Right.
Okay, less expensive.
I mean, $289
in 1957 would have bought you a
1957,
split level.
or
Right. But
you could have bought a house.
right.
You could have bought
I
a
know.
5-year-old car, or you could have bought this scooter.
As I am dealing with selling my parents' house right now, I did find the deed when they bought it in 1965 for $21,400, and it was built to their specs.
Yeah, built to spec.
Yep.
Damn.
Why I love this ad is it says you don't have to sacrifice quality for price. Oh, yes, you do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, next. But it took many months of search and research to find the right scooter and to carry on negotiations for this unbeatable price. It took one fucking trip to Germany, I promise. There are more
What are you throwing away?
There are more outstanding features built into this machine than in any of the more expensive scooters. Read the technical data and convince yourself, because our ad copy's not going to do it. Safety first. Never before was so much emphasis put on the single quality of safety in the construction of a vehicle as when Cosmo scooter was designed. Keep in mind, Cosmo didn't design shit. Cosmo bought stuff by the crate and imported it to the United States. He designed nothing except for the badges and the logos. His showroom was 15 different brands and like one catalog. Okay. And he would just print out new sheets. Now, to check this, read the technical data. The safety features are marked with a star. Well, okay, safety features. 2-speed transmission.
Oh,
That's always safer.
Oh my.
That is.
Well, it was a 75.
2-speed.
75 cc's.
4.5 horsepower, not on its
No.
best day. 2-stroke, factual statement. 2-speed, fan cooled. Well, fan cooled. It's on the end
It's
of
on
the.
the- right.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Primary chain in an oil bath. No, it's not an oil bath. It has sheet metal pushed around it. Yeah, okay, fair enough. 45 miles per hour and 130 miles per gallon. Not on this planet, not dragged behind a truck. This thing is pathetic. Electrical equipment, safety feature, high and low beams. And it has an electric horn, as opposed to what? A wind-operated klaxon?
A clown horn.
You playing the trumpet while you ride
A
it.
bicycle bell.
They went to the trouble of putting an asterisk next to the safety feature, and it says electric horn.
Well, yeah, because your
As
hand would get
opposed-
tired from squeezing the
honker.
bulb all
As
the time.
opposed to the carbide-powered horn, as opposed to the diesel fuel-powered horn.
I've got to do
What
it. You
the
ready for
fuck?
it? Womp womp.
Oh man. Okay, this is the part they didn't lie about. Extra heavy steel tubing. Yes. Yes.
I forgot about it. So
Earl's type fork with
As opposed
two
to
hydraulic
lightweight tubing.
with 2 hydraulic shocks. Okay.
Oh, wow.
The suspension on the back of this cockstucker is 2 door springs
Yep.
and a dampener that doesn't.
That is probably an inch thick.
The dampener is a piece of rubber sliding on a shaft.
Yeah.
There is no dampening happening on that thing. It is ridiculous. I love the swing arm rear suspension with hydraulic shock. By the way, it's 2 springs and one external dampener.
wait, can we talk about the springs though? There's nothing holding them in position.
No, they're
just
literally
free flowing
Well,
springs.
and the funny part is one of them
Boingy, boingy.
One of them literally is shorter than the other one
Yes.
because of the amount of compression it's been under for so
Oh, yeah.
long.
They welded it.
Welded, yeah.
Yes. It is so ridiculous. And I just have to say, in 1957, the fact that they took the time to print an ad. And it says insurance in New York by Allstate Insurance is $34. That better be for your lifetime, because $34 is worth far more than the insurance should be on this piece of shit.
Yeah.
This thing is dangerous to you. It does have 12-inch wheels, and it does brag about them being interchangeable.
Oh, 12.
It does have spoked wheels. I always
It
like
does have
spoked wheels.
smoked wheels. It does. Yep. And standard equipment is a hand pump and a set of tools. So there you go. This thing.
We know what you'd be using that hand pump for.
Yeah, this is poverty class at its very best. And they would do this. So in Cycle Magazine and various different, popular mechanics magazines, Cosmo would print these one-pagers, right? And they'd put them in to circulation. And over the years, I've collected these, and I just have a big folder full of these Cosmo ads because I have bought I spent a lot of money buying stuff from Cosmo over the years. And
Makeup.
yes, right, Cosmopolitan. But he was a cowboy of the highest order. He would sell whatever he could lay his hands on, and he would write the copy after he had the item. So he was loosely attached to the facts. And most of the time he was writing the copy before he actually had the vehicle sitting in front of him. So it's not uncommon in the copy to find things about the stuff that isn't even slightly true. So it's really fun to look at these old ads from the 50s and think about our ancestors coming off of what in today's money would be about $3,000, right? And this was the Chinese invasion of 1957. But it wasn't China. It was Austria. It was East Germany.
Was this was this guy like the great grandfather of Ciclismo?
No, I just what I think the idea was post World War II. A lot of people made a lot of money on military salvage. I think a lot of people made a lot of money selling Quonset huts, and I think a lot of people said, "Well, you know what? Their economy over there is still shit." So American economy was doing pretty great. There were tail fins on the cars, etc. But in Europe, they were still post-war. And so $10 US dollars went a real long way in the currency of the day in Germany.
And nobody else there probably had money to buy anything. So if they could sell it anywhere in the world, they were happy.
And that was the idea. And he would make these sore-dick deals and bring bikes back by the container. And I've owned a lot of these bikes over the years that have had the Cosmopolitan Motor stickers on them. And I always got a kick out of it because you're always like, well, good luck finding an owner's manual for that. Because usually they would. Did your bike have the parts sheet? Did we have a parts sheet for yours?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it has a part sheet,
Yep.
and it's literally hand typed.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a hand typed part sheet. So somebody sat there and typed out, translated from Austrian German into English with a typewriter, and then typed out every single part number and then the price for every part.
I hate typewriters too.
Oh my God. And then you got to do that for every one you
I
sell.
remember having to try to type things like even when I was in college, like you had to like try to type things.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When I get all these old dealer materials I have from Vespa dealerships in the 60s, and it's like a 40-page parts book, and every page is typed with the errors and the correcting stuff.
Dempsey,
Oh, man.
whoever was the secretary at Dempsey must
Dasme.
Dasme.
When you look at the old Haynes manuals, and all the other stuff, and all that hand-drawn fucking motor shit and everything, it wasn't like they could store the motor in CAD and just pull it in for that fucking page. That motherfucker drew that thing over and over. Yeah.
The book about how to maintain your Volkswagen.
A complete idiot's guide to
that
Volkswagen.
one.
Classic.
Oh God, and
Absolutely.
it's all hand drawn.
Yep.
Well, our favorite tribute to bad art in my house was always this catalog that would show up about every 2 weeks. And they would have a Volkswagen catalog. There'd be a motorcycle catalog. And these were all printed on the worst paper. And all the art inside was hand drawn. But if you needed a part for your air-cooled Volkswagen, these were the only people that had it. And also, if you're working on an old BMW, if you're working on a boogie van, right? Can anybody tell me the name of those catalogs that came to your house, whether you wanted them to or not? But you made the mistake.
JC, was it?
It was JC
JC
Whitney.
Whitney. JC Whitney.
If you made the mistake of ordering one fucking tinted visor, you would get 15 JC Whitney catalogs a month for the rest of your life.
That was the whole joke about.
And like you didn't sit there and spend hours paging through the whole fucking catalog like, oh, that's really cool. $50.49 for a front bumper for a fucking bit. Like,
Do you mean there's a little chrome gremlin guy that's given a thumbs up and his thumb lights up for a hood mount of your car?
if I ever get a motorcycle,
$6?
I'm gonna put those little bells on it.
Honda CB750 lowering kit, only $4. You know?
I like even like if you bought a pair of 6x9s from Kmart back in the day and you registered them, Crutchfield would just show.
Oh no,
Crutchfield would never go away.
Graco.
I mean,
You're
back
talking
in
about
that era
Graco
too. I
stuff.
mean, like when you were a kid, it was like, ooh, the J.C. Penney's catalog.
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't wait to get some like
Well,
sit
the
there
underwear
and-
section.
That was for
all
the
the
bras.
toys. Yeah.
You weren't jacking off to the J.C. Whitney catalog?
that too.
You know, Peggy.
But that
had-
was always the joke about driving backwards to the J.C. Whitney catalog.
I did look. They're still in business.
my
guys.
wife was unaugmented, and she still gets the one catalog from Bravissimo for the big
the big
boob
boobs.
girls. And I'm not gonna lie, I always have to flip through that a little bit. Just,
give me that info again.
I would cut the lady underwear ads out and put it on top of the J.C. Whitney catalog. So I was
I'm
getting both of
shocked.
the best worlds.
I am shocked that J.C. Whitney still exists.
That is
I am
amazing.
Just fucking
I
shocked.
did think they were out of business.
Did they have a website or is it just like a page?
No, it's a full on, man. It is.
I wish I could
legit.
still get turned on by underwear ads. Now it takes. I'm like,
Wow, John, what is your kink?
well, I'm just saying. I mean, you know,
No.
when I was young,
If we're going down the rabbit hole,
it only took an under. But now, after years of depravity
choking hobos
and
What's going
porn,
on here?
it's got to another level. It's not even like
Sleepy. Pull this up. Pull this up.
I was laughing a little hard there.
Oh my. Maybe fiberglass hoods.
I feel a lot of the desensitization came from working at the scooter shop where we had the bathroom plastered with centerfolds and porn and everything.
Porn.
And then it'd be like, oh, look through a magazine.
Oh, now I feel cheated, but just because I have a GS 160 in mine and not porn.
But as time wore on, you're like, man, whatever. I just got to take a shit.
Yeah. I gutted so many Playboys. I always wanted them to be a certain era and they had to be automotive or motorcycle related. So at the upstairs bathroom at the old scooter shop, I literally wallpapered the entire thing with pinups, and it was all, you know,
Sure.
How many
X-rated.
times did you watch me jerking off on the hidden camera?
There was no hidden camera that you knew about.
I thought so. I was always trying to perform.
that you
I'm
knew
like,
about. Doesn't
Wow,
that
I
If they're
feel,
watching, I'm going to give them a good show.
I feel like our current bathroom is not living up to that form.
It is just one of those things where it's a different era. We did it back in the day. We got away with it. It was fine, but we're not doing it anymore for obvious reasons. Yeah, there we go.
Right.
That still sounds like you're flipping a newspaper. So here's
Hey, look, we don't give him any shit
Now-
about, no
So-
kink shaming about spanking him with a newspaper.
now
All right.
might be the time to bring it back.
Okay, here we go. So a product that they started selling at J.C. Whitney in 1937, but they didn't stop selling until 1986 is right here. And the ad never changed. The white wall kit. You could, in fact, now car owners can make their own white walls. Contains pure colloidal white rubber, not a paint. Make white walls out of plain black tires. A liquid white rubber that dries in 15 minutes. Kit contains 2 8-ounce jars of rubber preparation and an ounce and a quarter of cleaning fluid. Application brushes included for $2.39. Painted on white walls. Come on, man.
There
You're
had to
being
be
classy.
some fucked up tires back then.
Oh, yeah.
It was still better than the Wagoos.
Yeah, still better than Wagyu glue on white walls. Yeah. Yeah, they glue on for a minute. Yeah. Yeah, the drop on white walls are terrible. So I just thought it was fucking hilarious.
Oh,
that-
hey,
yeah.
Justin wants to get me a fireman's calendar.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Sean and I were talking about this earlier since he's got the whole mustache going on.
Oh, yeah, right.
Where
Right.
Sean's like, I'm going to be a sexy fireman.
Hard T.
We're gonna have to do
Hard T.
Tom's calendar. Toe of the month is gonna come out.
Oh, no. Look, if they want to see my feet, it's going to cost them.
Oh, my God.
This
Oh,
time.
man.
It's been a while since I've been nauseous during the podcast.
During the
Doing a
actual,
really good job right now.
during the actual honest to God podcast.
Only toes.
My God. Yeah, only toes. Only toes.com.
Well, the first time we made money on this podcast was when Tom's foot was hanging out and people started paying us to fucking change cameras.
Bro, do I need to bring my feet back out?
No.
I mean, I'm sure.
Hey, we got Mid Ohio coming up in a few months. Put them fuckers on.
I am shirt cocking it back here, but if I can bring my toes out, let's go.
Oh my God. Yeah, that is one of the things where you forget about that summer is coming. Yeah.
So any more hate mail?
No, I thought that was adequate.
Oh, don't wait. Now next week we're gonna get plenty.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So anyway,
there'll be
about
plenty.
those airbags.
So anyway, one of the topics we brought up for tonight, so we do occasionally get to the topics, is technology on motorcycles that we could probably live without. And I'm not talking about fantasy technology. I'm talking about actual real technology. Stuff that's there. Stuff that makes me cringe when I am riding a motorcycle, like the recent 2016 BMW R1200 RT, when I'm sitting on the motorcycle and I spent 1 hour on the motorcycle and I could not get my phone's music to play through the motorcycle.
Ugh.
Okay. And today, when we had a young man come into the shop who was buying his very first motorcycle, he is a Motorcycle Safety Foundation graduate.
Ooh.
And he showed up today with a brand new, at least a $750 Shoei helmet.
And he bought the 310, right?
Nope.
What did he buy?
He bought a Motorini STR
Oh
650.
gosh.
Oh,
Great little
oh,
bike.
yay. Okay.
So he
Not
bought
little,
a
but-
Motorini STR 650. And so he showed up today in his brand new Alpine Stars touring jacket. He showed up in his brand new Alpine Stars touring pantalones, his boots, his awesome gloves, and he had the Beeline device for your handlebars. So it's the navigation system, right? So you got a Beeline navigation system.
Is that the one you had?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
And it's
that
the
thing.
size of an old school silver dollar.
Yeah.
And it's got rubber bands, hook it onto the handlebars. It's really clever. Works really great. And it gives you, unlike our cell phones, which give us a preponderance amount of information, a ridiculous amount of information, the Beeline gives you 2 pieces of information, which way you'll be turning and when you'll be doing it. And if you fuck up, it understands and it then readjusts your route so that you don't have to fuck up again. And so it is about as simple in operating terminology as a Ziploc bag. You know, it has one function. It's relatively easy to use, and if you use it for what it's meant for, it's probably going to be great for you. You've got one.
I know. I just got hit up with another company that's making another version that's even supposed to be cooler.
Wow.
So I don't know. That should be coming, but cheaper as well.
He showed up with that item, so he paid for his Beeline. I installed it on his handlebars for him, and he said, "Can you hook it up to my bike?" And I said, "Well, you don't hook the Beeline up to your bike. The Beeline is hooked to your phone, and the phone stays in your pocket now." And so then he pulls out his Bluetooth headphones, and he says, "Can you hook these up to my bike?"
Wait, what? Wait a minute. What? How old is this person?
I know.
In his early 50s.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay.
Yeah, when you said MSF course, I was like a 17-year-old
I was like
kid.
a 20-year-old or something.
He's like, "Geez, sir, I've never touched a
I
motor
know.
vehicle
That's what I was
before."
like. Wait, what?
I'm 56.
Oh.
Right.
You're 60.
Okay.
So,
well.
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So then he says, the Motorini has a navigation application, and it has a infotainment application. There are QR codes that come up on your display of your motorcycle. You're supposed to aim your telephone at those, and then you can download 2 apps that will work for them. And in our country, they're free. Okay? I believe you've done it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're great.
Work great. So he says, "Can you set this up for me? Not in a month of fucking Sundays." You know? One, I don't even hook my own goddamn motorcycle up to my phone.
Oh.
I'm not going to do it for visiting people. And you have no motorcycle experience. I don't want anything going
Distractions.
into your ears except for the sound of the car that's about to hit you. Okay? I don't want anything going into your line of sight except for the cars that are trying to kill you. And they're on their phones.
Yep.
Okay? I want you to have a riding experience that is unencumbered by technology. And he thought that was weird. Why wouldn't I want all these extra safety inputs? And the answer is, this is a motorcycle. You have to be on the fucking clock. I need you to be giving this 100% of your fucking attention that has already been taken from you by your addiction to, thumb-powered devices. So he was really kind of like, "But why would you want me to not do that?" "Well, how am I going to get home from there?" I said, "Where do you live?" "Beechwood."
Okay, it's fucking 16 miles that way.
Oh, my word.
Okay.
Cleveland's a grid. Figure it out.
Wait one. I said, have you not lived there long? He said, no, I've lived there my whole life. I said, then you know how to get there.
Yep.
Well, I want to have the GPS. Why? Are you going to go any route other than the 2 roads you're going to have to go on to get to where you live? Are you coming up with some weird fucking obscure route? Because even if you just stay on this road in front of my shop, you will go down Carnegie.
Right. Carnegie to fucking Cedar Hill.
Take your pick.
Take Carnegie to Cedar Hill.
Exactly.
And surprise, you'll be in Beechwood quick enough.
I promise you. Just look for the yarmulkes and slow down. You'll be cool. You'll slide right in.
Oh my word.
So, he had the zitzies on his pants. And he was ready to go. He knows exactly where Beechwood is. So here's why this is such a topic, because I asked Oscar. And what did you say when we talked about podcast topics tonight?
Oh yeah, I brought up the airbag.
The inflated date.
Yep.
Yeah, the inflated date.
Yep.
Because we now you've got an airbag vest.
I got 2.
You got 2.
Well, I have an airbag suit for the track.
Right.
And then on Black Friday, because they came out with the new version of like whatever the Alpina Star one was, I got the now.
Did you just say peanut star?
I was thinking the same thing.
No, we all did.
I was thinking the same thing.
Wait, what?
I've heard it Alpine Star, Alpine Star, Alpina Star.
I think, no.
Alpina Star?
No,
You're
honey.
Alpina Star. all right.
Alpina is the BMW people. Anything else you say Alpine.
Alpine.
All right. I heard too many. I don't know. Whatever. You know me in pronunciation. I can't fucking spell my name or say it. So
I got the peanut star 5000.
I got it.
It's the extra French tickler.
And I enjoy it very much. Thank you. And I got it on sale, so yay me.
Nice.
But
The
anyway,
Alpina star. I love that.
You're able to slide right into there.
World star.
It's barely tolerable when the BMW people talk about it.
I try not to say the word. I don't even say
the
that
BMW
word.
Alpina star.
The Alpina.
So the new one you
I'm
got on
going
sale?
home. So,
It gets better.
This is our new representative, Alpina star.
Alpina. Oh my word.
Can we get sponsored?
He left for work. The smooth-talking, heart-stealing Mexican with looks that set the chat on fire. For one night only, ladies and germs, the romantic Hispanic. Give it up.
that's changing the topic.
We got
I tried to bring it back.
Okay. So throw the picture up, Sleepy. So this is my question regarding technology. So the question regarding technology is it better to put the technology on the motorcycle, or is it better to put the technology on your human body?
I'm gonna put this out there. I have barbecued that bike over coals as a pig roast.
Not sure I understand that.
I like how they're protecting all the luggage too.
Exactly.
It's not just the driver.
It's all just
precious cargo.
Okay,
This
so
is just a rendering, right?
okay,
This is not real.
To make it clear, the part that looks like butt cheeks where your face is going to smoosh into them,
Right?
that's actually real.
If you like eating ass, let's go.
So this photograph is obviously a cartoon embellishment, but the airbag that is presented on this Goldwing is actually the real airbag that comes out of the new Goldwing when you purchase the GL 1800.
Right.
And I wasn't sure. I couldn't figure out whether it was if you just bought the DCT version or if it was in the 6-speed manual as well. But the real, I mean, this is funny. What they're doing here is just making everything all airbags, which is
But
fucking
we had, I
hilarious.
mean, in one of
all
our
airbags.
prior airbag conversations, we had talked about trying to perfect a unit that bolted to the undercarriage of your bike that was a box.
Right.
And if your bike achieved a certain tip angle, like too far, there's no way you can save it, that what it did was just shot one big airbag out to the right or left side, depending, or both sides.
To pop you back
so
up.
that when you went down, you bounced off an airbag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and make just a self-contained unit that you could bolt to any bike is what, and then not only are you saving you're saving the bike, you're saving your luggage, you're saving everything. You're saving the whole fucking world.
You're
doing
saving
70,
the
what happens?
planet.
Well, I mean, it's got to be less worse than just hitting the fucking tarmac.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
That's true.
Which
And I
is
mean,
not
if it's
saving
made out of the right
planet.
material, maybe
Well-
it slides a little bit. At least you don't have that hard first impact where
Yeah.
it grinds your hands down to the bones or
Oh,
something.
you
Right.
bounce off the airbag and then fly over the bike and land on the other side.
Well,
On the other air mattress that has popped out.
to the effect of the
So
airbags.
fuck you. Don't doubt me.
To the effect of the airbags on the motorcycle, you have one like the front, like ahead of you.
So this is the actual article. You
Right.
know, this is
So
the
you
real
have
deal. That's what
this.
exists. That's the
But-
thing. That's the thing you can buy.
And that's fine, but like versus a car where you have like side curtain airbags and all of those things where you're caged in and there's like room for airbags to come at you.
Bruh.
So I've met more than one person who's had motorcycle accidents, and you can talk with Johnny Chrome, and you can talk with the one guy in particular. What that airbag is not saving you from is the worst point of impact that is going to happen to you, which is going to either probably paralyze you. That top part of your body, where the airbag is protecting, is not what is in jeopardy. The whole bottom part of your body, which is going to slide forward, and the one guy I know
Cracked
who
pelvis.
broke his pelvis,
Yep.
and when he said, when you looked at the tank, it was as though it had just been shrink wrapped to the frame and the motor.
Jeez.
When I moved through it and just crunched it right to the bike,
Well,
Right.
also a lot of times,
and then hit the handlebars, hit him in the hips, broke his back as he did the whole top of his body was fine as it just flew forward and then flopped backwards, but everything from the chest down was fucked.
and not only that, but I guarantee you that there's more. So Mike, when he got hit, he got T-boned, and with
Right.
so what airbag is going
That's
off?
that's what I'm saying. That was kind of my point. Like if you're not getting it from the front, what is there?
So when they did the Virginia Institute of Technology study, they did find that a disturbing number of collisions that lead to fatalities, more than we had anticipated, are when a motorcycle operator is traveling at excessive speed for the conditions and ends up hitting another vehicle or a stationary object with the front of their motorcycle. And for sheer lives lost, like KIAs, Honda's not wrong in putting an airbag in a vehicle when the body count, especially in one vehicle accidents, when the body count is from that head-on
Sean,
business, then
Sean, your
we're
mom's
good.
checked in.
yeah.
So
Hello.
so that, I think that image right there, again, my Ford truck has got 16 fucking airbags.
So this came up because I found an article that they mentioned that the first ones that came up was the Goldwyn 2006, but the one that they were showing off as the new one for this year was which I didn't even know existed, the Tri-City Yamaha, which is the MP3
Yeah.
of Yamaha, not the Nikon, because that's
Yeah, the Yamaha's making an MP3.
right. Which the big one is a 300.
And so is Kimco.
So it's a 125 or a 300, but they're claiming that I did see that it is an option. It doesn't come stock to the 300, but you can ask for a
And I will,
Airbag.
And I will give Yamaha a lot of credit for the fact that in their Yamaha Tri-City, their airbag is a party balloon.
yeah, it is smaller.
You could just paint a clown's face on it, and it would be awesome. It is purely there to protect your fucking nards. Where they put their airbag
It is lower,
on the Yamaha Tri-City is definitely going to take the inertia of your body and keep your knees from punching through the dashboard and keep your pelvis from doing Splitsville on the middle of the bike. So if you sell me this motorcycle, and just like talking about that Previa earlier, that's a 1999 Previa, and I did not know this, but it has an airbag, and it also has ABS brakes. And I did not know that because those things are not embellished on the outside of the vehicle. I had to physically look for that. And so, yeah, the pad on the horn is bigger than the previous years. So, yeah, there's an airbag hiding in there. Well, it's seamless, right? So that Takata airbag that is probably going to kill me when I least expect it, from my 1999 Previa, it's seamless. It's in the car. They built it. It was part of the build cost of the automobile. I will never care that it's there. It'll never matter unless something happens and it inflates. I've been in 3 car crashes where the airbags have inflated. It's spooky. It's freaky. It sometimes gives you a little bit of a burn, and it does undoubtedly save your life. Wow. Now,
On the motorcycle, if it was there and I didn't know about it, and it's just unobtrusively part of the thing. Now, on the Goldwing, there's a panel where they normally have the audio entertainment center. There's not. There's just a panel there, and it says SRS, Supplemental Restraint System, on that panel on the Goldwing. When I was test driving the Goldwing that had it, I was like, oh shit, this thing's got an airbag in it, right? Did not know it. It was completely uninvasive. It was there, but I don't know about it, right? Could it save my life in a crash? 100% absolutely. When you see those images of a head-on collision between a motorcycle and a parked car or something else, and a head-on type collision, oh man, it'd be really nice to not get ejected into the stratosphere going over the front fender of a 73 Buick, which is exactly how I had one of my worst motorcycle crashes, where I had the right of way, but the person from the other lane didn't know I had the right of way, and they pulled right into the middle of the intersection, and I was going 35 miles an hour. So I hit the side of their car, and I picked myself off the pavement 31 feet later. I had a lot of airtime. I broke both of my hands on the levers and the grips, damaged both my knees, hitting the levers and the grips and the handlebars and the whole thing. Had one testicle the size of a grapefruit, right? And all that, and landed 31 feet on the other side of the car, totaled out the bike and everything else. An airbag may have saved me a lot of those injuries, right?
You know what's crazy? When we went to get Mike's bike, because it was down at Copart, and so he wanted us to go get not the bike, because it was getting taken by the insurance, but he wanted to get all the shit off.
Oh, yeah, get his gear.
So we went down, and we were stripping all the shit, his bag, anything that wasn't broken, and even some of the stuff that was, we were just taking it off, right?
Right.
So it was in the section where all the crashed bikes are. And so you're looking around, and every single one of them has nuts in the tank.
Oh, yeah.
Like every single one. There's just nuts in the tank. You can tell where the dude hit his nuts on the tank.
Yeah. And mine was no different. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I put a gentleman-sized dent in a Honda CB 750 gas tank. Yeah, it's for real. And yeah, an airbag might have done it. So, but the real question is, for your airbag suit, right? For your airbag suit, airbag vest, one, you got to be wearing it.
Right.
So you have to make a conscious decision
and
to put
that's
it on.
the thing. So like the race suit is a race suit.
Right.
I was going to wear that anyways. That makes sense.
You can't get on the track without it.
Right. Like it makes sense that it's already there. That one's pretty cool because it comes down lower, which I'm actually really interested in the hips. This one, the A Star, however you fucking say it, it was the last version. So now they have the Phaser or something. It's like the new one that was like $1,000 or whatever. So this is like the Tech Air 5. It's like last year's, but they had it on sale for $400. It was like, it was really $1,000 down to $400. And so I'm thinking like last year's Tech is still better than nothing.
Right.
And so it's basically just a big t-shirt with the airbag kind of built into a hump in the back of it. So you just wear the shirt and then you just take your back protector out of your jacket. As long as, like you have to have a jacket that has a little leeway.
Oh yeah,
obviously.
absolutely.
And so, and it's actually not a big deal. And then when you get somewhere, you can just take the jacket off, leave the airbag on. If you're just hanging with the guys, getting cooler or something, like if you need to cool down or something at the gas station. So it's not really a pain in the ass.
So is it just inflate the back? Does it go around?
The whole thing goes on it's your shoulders. It has a shoulder cup, top of the back, all the way down here and all the way down the back.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool. And like and both of them are reusable, meaning you can use them and you can pack them with just the cans. Like I think they can go off up to 5 times before you have to send them in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man, that's cool.
Especially my RST suit. And then also the RST, I pay for a thing called track, which then makes it so like if you go down at 10 miles an hour, it might not go off.
Okay.
Like on the street, if you fall off your bike, it's going off. But on the track, they know that you might go over at 5 and you don't want that to go off.
You don't want that at the end of your race day.
Right.
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 Yeah, you have a low side or something minimal.
Yeah.
Yeah, walk it off. The other thing we're talking about the tech and why I bring this up is I've been having tech problems. So I've owned motorcycles, Triumph, where John couldn't start it. Where John went up to my motorcycle and said, okay, I want to ride this motorcycle.
Oh, that Steve McQueen bike.
Yeah, the Steve McQueen bike.
Oh.
Yep.
And with the key in his hand,
The 15-step process.
he couldn't start the bike because the key, the only thing the key locks and unlocks is the steering column. Everything else is key fob based proximity. And that's too much tech.
And it wasn't even like standard motorcycle protocol. It was like you had to go reach down here and flip this thing and do this and toggle through a menu or I don't know.
It wasn't just grabbing the clutch.
It was like a door with 6 locks.
Yes. And there's a breaker knob on it. So there's a knob hidden by your left knee that if you turn that knob into the off position, pressing and doing anything you want on the dashboard isn't going to light the bike up. And it's like if you know where the knob is, then you're cool and it's fine. So if you turn the knob off, then you will.
So you mean like those knobs they have on the garbage trucks?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So that knob is so like if you're on the bike and you've got your key fob on you, or somebody's got their key fob on you, or the jacket's hanging within 6 feet of your bike, and your kid jumps on your bike and presses the button, it's not going to start, right? So you can turn the safety knob off so that even if the conditions are right, the bike won't start. There's too much. And we are seeing that even in our Vespa scooters that don't have a key anymore, they have a knob. You have the owner gets a key fob. There is no mechanical key.
Yeah, that's just weird.
So you get a key fob and you get a smaller key fob, a chip. So the chip is there if you lose your fob. You can hold the chip nearest the Wi-Fi detector, nearest the radio signal detector.
And that would also be how you'd have a duplicate key made. I think it has to work off of that original chip.
The original chip, which is no joke, the size of a 4x4 Lego.
Yeah.
Right? Or a 2x2 Lego. That original chip, if you lose that, you're done. You will need to get a new fuel injection system for that bike that comes with another chip and another key. So don't lose that fucking thing. Seeing all of these technology items on the bikes when we are talking about, okay, Tanuki-san. Got a drink for Tanuki-san.
Tanuki-san.
Hey, Tanuki-san. So I'm starting to get concerned because now we have a service department. And everything that they keep cramming into these fucking bikes is becoming a problem on the service department side. And in case you're not sure about that, realize that we've had a customer come in recently with a 23-year-old bike that had the original brake fluid in it from 23 years ago. Yeesh. And there was no problem with it. It's working, it's functioning, it's normal, it's okay. Then we had a bike come in with maybe 8-year-old brake fluid in it, but because that bike has an ABS system in it, the front brakes literally locked out hard as a fucking rock. Okay? So now this is just an example of, yes, there's the safety factor of the ABS brakes are there.
The complexity just
but
fucks
the
it all up.
complexity and the maintenance requirements of it are that much higher. So the trade-off is you get the awesome ABS safety factor, but you lose how safe is your motorcycle when you can't take it out of the garage because the brakes are locked? Or how safe is your motorcycle when you engage the brake and it doesn't release because you didn't change your brake fluid in 10 years? And we have seen that way more than once where we have motorcycles that have come in that are locked in the energized position. And that is a pain in the dick, getting the bike out of the guy's driveway, getting the bike out of the parking lot. Like when they're locked in the energized position, we got to crack the bleeder on the caliper or we're not moving that thing anywhere.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. Kind of a pro tip too. If it's been a few years and your brakes are working, that's when you want to do the fluid because it's real easy. You don't have a problem. You just pour more and squeeze out the old fluid and you're really not changing anything but putting new fluid in it. Compared to when you're like, wow, these feel squishy.
Right.
Well, then you're fucked. Now you got to start from the beginning and do all the things.
Yeah, and that is absolutely true. And that's technology, absolutely.
Right.
It's life-saving technology, absolutely. But you've got to be aware, my truck is a 2008. It has never had the brake fluid changed. And it has ABS, okay? But I do not feel as confident about the 2016, the 10-year-old BMW that I'm riding that has one of the most complicated ABS systems on the planet that I don't know whether or not in its 13,000 miles of life it's had, whether or not it's ever had the ABS fluid changed, whether it's ever been serviced. And that right there is a level of complexity, a level of technology in the vehicle. And because it's a BMW, can we get to it?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. So like with certain bikes, like BMWs and stuff, they have recommended like, please use BMW, brake fluid. Does that really matter at all, or is it like when you like with some of their specific, like the BMW ABS? Maybe there's something, an additive that they have in theirs that goes for that, or is it just bullshit?
Hydraulic is hydraulic.
I feel like it's most bullshit. I think that if it says .3, .4, .5 on the top of your caliper, that's what you want to use. I do know that there are people that will swear up and down about like, oh no, I only use Yamalube.
I was about to say, well, Yamaha, my Super Tenere, in the manual for the Super Tenere, there was things like your bike will explode and murder you if you do not use Yamalube on all your stuff.
Brake fluid at .3, .4, .5, because 5 is silicone.
Right.
Versus hydraulic fluid, which is an entirely different thing, which a lot of clutches use.
Right. Yeah. And we also know that KTMs in particular will use mineral oil.
Correct.
So with a KTM, you're not going to be using particular .3, .4, .5. So the clutch fluid.
Okay.
So in their clutch system, even though it will look
clutches will use a different fluid than just .4.
Maybe because they can be flammable.
Correct.
Right. And so with KTM in particular, but just read the side of your device. Read the side of the device or read your owner's manual, because that's what's going to tell you exactly what you need to be putting in that machine. Because you might not think it's a big deal. A clutch is a clutch. A clutch is a hydraulic cylinder. It's a master cylinder. It's a slave cylinder. Yeah, I should be able to put DO.3 in there. Yes, it will work. Now, the problem is you might be introducing a flammable situation. You might be creating another problem down the road. Just be aware of that.
Do you know what I just found? Because, like, I'm going through my mini bike phase right now. Greg's got me all excited about all these fucking mini bikes.
Okay.
So I'm like slobbering over all these, like, like Asian websites, finding out all the parts.
Okay.
They have hydraulic conversions for all the pit bikes.
Okay.
And that, to me, I'm so stoked. It's a little thing that goes right onto the thing that usually, catches the cable at the bottom. And that's where the hydraulic line feeds in. And then it just goes right to your clutch. So you have the nice... Oh, I can't wait. I'm ordering like 20 of them fucking things.
You're ready to go
You're
hard
pretty fired up about
on this
that.
monkey bike.
I am.
Exactly.
I got plans.
There's a lot of monkey business going on
there's
in your
some
brain
serious
right now.
monkey business going on there, man.
It's a barrel of monkeys.
It's a fucking addiction. That fucker, he's a drug dealer.
Yeah,
He doesn't even sell anything. He just fucking has
He
the
just
stuff.
gets you hooked on this idea of small bikes.
Well, because I always liked them, but then when you realize how fucking cool you can make them, it's like, God damn it, I got to do this now. And especially, do not get your algorithm set up to see all the Asian dudes with their fucking
Cool to you,
modified
man.
They will
bodies.
never stop.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Yeah, you gave me that herpes.
Oh.
Yeah, you sent me a couple. Now that's all I see is, oh my God.
And the thing is like, I had no idea how fucking crazy they're getting with these things over there, man. They're so good, so good.
I think the idea is right. It's the logical extension from building like a 1/32nd scale model car, right? So you're like, okay, when you're a kid, you build like a 1/35th scale model cars, model airplanes, all that fun stuff, and you can knock that shit together on the dining room table in a matter of like a couple of nights, right?
And also, you're not killing anything that's like nobody's getting mad at you for fucking up a relatively new monkey.
No,
You know what
not
I
at
mean?
all.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And the other thing about it is it satisfies our desire to kind of like, oh, look, I built a half scale boat. I built a half scale train. I built the idea of like building a small displacement, small thing is like, yeah, it's affordable. It's approachable. It's why I know a lot of people that play ukuleles that don't own guitars.
but they still go
Right?
full size motorcycle speed, which makes them even cooler.
Define
Huh?
full size motorcycle speed.
Well, some of these bikes are going 100, 120 miles an hour now. So
Okay.
like, they have there's guys in there making the 240, the 460. Now they have a 900 cc lay down motor. No, these guys are getting crazy.
A 900 cc?
900 cc,
the
and they have 1,000. It's called the Wave.
A single cylinder?
Yep, it looks insane.
What?
What the fuck are you?
I'll show you guys. There's one guy that's making all these all CNC'd out.
Okay,
And the
all right.
logo is a wave, but it kind of looks like a fat chick on a mug.
What
flap.
in Ho Chi Minh City are they?
This is the Japanese Allen Milliard, is what this is.
Well, no,
instead
they
of
sell
16
these.
cylinders, he's making one cylinder.
Right.
But that's not all. That's like Malaysia and stuff. Is where that's not Japan.
No, yeah. I'm saying Asian companies.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Not Japan. Yeah, right. But also a lot of these engines are drag bike engines. So like they're making them for like the little skinny tired scooters that they drag race and still go like 3 seconds down a quarter mile.
So it's the size of a Folgers coffee
Hold on.
can.
Yeah, I just
Single cylinder, but it does 200 miles an hour.
Well, I mean, we know what a Suzuki Savage motor looks like
Right.
at 650 cc's.
Single.
So I don't know how you're making a 900 like.
yeah. I mean, I've
That'll
seen
even-
the I've seen the
Not drag its balls on the ground.
Give me a second. It looks ridiculous.
It's like a Chihuahua mated with a Rottweiler. It just got the worst end of both deals. Just little tiny dog with big giant balls.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I can't even imagine this madness. But again, okay. But outside of the alien milliards of the world that have a 16-cylinder Kawasaki, 2-stroke, the mini bike thing is generally, you start with a 125cc, just like the Coleman people. The Coleman people start with the Predator motor or the Coleman motor that comes with it out of the box, and then they just go batshit crazy from there on. And at the end of the project, they've invested more than had they bought a 1998 Goldwing.
I
right?
did not call for that Uber. I do not respect that.
I'm going to promise you that it just gets wildly out of hand.
No, it has gotten out of hand.
yeah.
And it's even Oscar was like, "Hey, what's going on with that
The
Coleman
Coleman.
in the back of the shop?" And I'm like, "Shut up!
But no
up.
CVT.
Don't even
just
fucking
in
talk about
pieces.
it. Just
I don't
shut
want
up."
to talk about it
It's
anymore.
like it's missing parts. What the fuck?
Right. Yeah.
Is there not a CVT? But then I'm like, yeah. And there's like fucking nitty fucking roll.
How is it possible there's less of it than there was last time
Yeah.
I was
Right.
here, right? Because what else? You stealing parts to put on your
Yep.
lawn equipment?
Snowblower.
Right. Snowblower? Yes. The answer to that is yes. He's stolen
Yes.
parts off of it to put on his snowblower.
Because that makes sense.
Because
Yeah.
that makes perfect fucking sense. Yeah. It is so like in the world of motorcycles.
in the world?
In a world where Coleman mini bikes have become the new cachet. Anybody can be cool for just $699, $649 with military discount. Yeah,
But you know what makes it exciting for me, I think, is that like it enables you to really fucking fuck with shit, and you're not worried about spending a shit ton of money. You're not doing anything, and you might end up with something really cool.
Oh,
That's
contraire.
the-
I can see where you're going. You are going to be spending a shit ton
Okay,
of
but let's
money.
define shit ton compared to like doing a Ducati or doing
It's
like
the
a
hook.
thing.
Well,
You're
okay.
still spending like a third amount of the money.
A third.
at the end of the Ducati, you have a Ducati. At the end of this, you have a bike nobody wants.
Well, that's what makes it even cooler.
You're like, hey, wait, I know the guy, Bridget the Midget. I got a bike for you.
I'm not
Right?
saying that
Yeah.
nobody will
I
want
think-
I was
it.
gonna say every time,
But
Greg
nobody, I'm not sure you're going to make money on it. That's
Well, if
my
you
thing.
get into this hobby because you think you're making money,
That's your first mistake.
Right.
might just
I'm
might be your kink.
100% into making money on the motorcycles I've owned and sold. 100%.
but you're a rare individual.
Well,
Well, we all know that.
He has a unique
I'm
set of
also
skills.
fantastic, and I don't really like to toot my own horn.
he has a unique set of skills. And, for this logic, for we're operating, if you're buying, a Honda VT500 for $250 and selling it for $1,800, well, then my God, that finances a lot more VT500s.
I'm a bottom feeder.
It's the car said just waiting,
Sean,
waiting for other people.
I'm down to. I don't want to pay more than $100 for your title,
letting it
almost
go?
ready to run bike.
No bottom joke.
No,
there.
letting it go. We'll
Just
let that one
it
go.
go.
for now.
Yeah, we're not gonna swing
No
at that
bottom
one.
joke.
You don't have to swing at all of them. It's. Well, I'm still absolutely convinced that I love the whole thing. I think it's great, and the fact that we're seeing not just monkey bikes, not just the modern 125cc fuel injected monkey bikes, but now we are seeing kits, and the fact that there are. Go ahead. What you got there, buddy?
I think that's the
Is that
640.
640 cc's?
Yeah, and then there's a 900.
Now, do you have to stretch the frame so the front tire doesn't hit the valve train?
well, I mean, this is a normal motor.
I'm asking.
and that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you can even
yeah,
fit
that's
that.
not going to fit in
Yeah.
there.
So like they're only going
no.
for certain bikes and stuff,
No,
but they're huge.
No, that's like trying to put your sleeping bag into the pup tent bag instead.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not going to work. Yeah, that's not going to function.
Wow, that's
That Alibaba bodywork.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying is kind of like you buy the monkey bike, right? You purchase the monkey, the 5-year-old you know,
I
'cause-
think I got to go out to that guy's house and just stand on his toes and like kidnap him and be like, "Come on, you're going with me. We're gonna go get a title. I'm gonna stuff money in your pocket. You're gonna give me the bike. I'm gonna shut the fuck up."
who's this?
Who?
That's the guy with the Chinese Grom.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
that's
still slow fucking that deal.
Still?
oh shit! Really?
It's been like a month already.
I hit him up. I'm like, "Hey, I just got paid. I
Right.
got money." Yeah, I know. I just haven't been able to go get the title made. And blah, blah. He's almost got me to the point where I'm ready to offer him an extra bone. I'll give you $200 if you go get the title.
Well, then he's going to think, wow, this thing's worth a bunch of money. Maybe I should sell it for a lot more.
So throw this image up, Sleepy. So it's not just in motorcycles. In the nautical community, there's an entire fucking community of people that are building these little tugboats.
Well,
and
that's a
they're also
Benchy. That's from like 3D printers. That's the Benchy.
Yeah, Benji. Yeah.
Oh. See, he already fucking knows
I
about
know,
it.
yep.
If there's one guy who knows anything about anything tiny, it's this guy.
I was gonna say,
He knows tiny.
yeah. This is just all made. This is all just made out of plywood. This says homemade one of a kind tugboat. It's clearly just made of plywood. But there's also these dudes that are making the little Tykes sandboxes, which we have our friend Warren Provencal, who comes up to the DGR every year. He's made a little Tykes sandbox tugboat
There
with
is-
a motor and the
There's
whole
one
deal.
on Marketplace right now.
Yeah, and it's like a Coast Guard approved. Like they've gone to all the trouble of making a little Tykes tugboat that is legit. So the whole thing about miniaturization, right, of our hobbies.
That shit is indestructible. I mean, like
Little Tykes?
You cannot break injection air molded, balloon molded fucking plastic shit.
No, I mean Oscar and I have the same kayak, and
Yep.
it'll be here for the rest of time. Yeah, it'll just never die. That's gonna be in landfills across America. These same exact blue and green, Dick's Sporting Goods, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Kayaks.
I think what it is about the mini bikes, everybody knows that they're fun at Mid Ohio.
Yeah.
And everybody goes, "Oh, I can't wait to get to Mid Ohio to ride my mini bikes."
Yeah.
But guess what? When you ride them at home and do stuff, it's just as fun.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, there it is.
Dual motor setup.
Oh my.
Come on, dual motor setup. You got to be kidding me. Dual motors in a tuggy boat.
Nice.
Look at that. That's adorable, right? But this is this whole weird thing. He's got two motors back there.
Nerds are
Yeah,
everywhere.
and those are weed whacker Chinese weed whacker motors is all they are, right? It's bonkers stuff. The whole miniaturization game, mini bikes, boats, airplanes, half scale airplanes.
I literally posted a Facebook Marketplace ad for a Little Tykes pirate ship with the flag
Okay.
on a golf cart earlier. I said the problem is I look like fucking Gibbs.
Yeah.
I look like Mr. Gibbs. I cannot pull off the whole pirate thing.
But there are so many fake.
Yeah.
There are so many fake Groms out there. But in my brain, just the way I'm operating, you're gonna buy a Boom Vader thing or whatever for $800 used, $900 used. I'm seeing.
No, you're not. You're going to buy it for $1,000 brand new from Walmart.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like you can get them, and really, I mean, you're getting the title. You're getting maybe a usable frame and some stuff.
Yeah.
It might be a good way to. You could probably just buy that, put a kit on it, put a motor on it, build it up. You might be able to make some sort of money.
There's a
on,
Kawasaki Z125 Pro right now on Facebook for $1,000.
Dude.
For a Kawasaki Z125 Pro. And that is just outrageous.
Tom, you're driving him crazy.
He's trying to deep throat the microphone or something. I don't know what's going on.
He's
back there.
trying to build a bar back there.
Oh.
And he keeps touching the microphone. Yeah. So the Vader though, the Boom Vader for $1,600, I'll take my chances on a 3-year-old Grom.
Well, a Boom Vader for $1,600 is new. You can just
That's
call
what I'm saying.
Boom and
It's literally
buy it, yeah.
Place your order. Yeah.
And that's on a non-sale day.
The Tao Hellcat is $1,000 from Walmart.
$8.99 if you catch it on a deal, and they're not bad. I just when I had mine, I replaced all the axles and all like the main bolts and Loctited shit.
Just replace everything.
22 Honda Grom, $1,600 in Columbus, Ohio.
That's
It's already got TKC 80s on it.
That's
Well,
a better
let me
deal.
put it this way: I think Graham Beardo's rule is he won't pay over 1,000. He's got like 13 grams. Yeah. So
Yeah.
You know what that tells me? You should buy one from Grombeard.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would definitely buy one. I get real spooked when I see the Walmart quality of the stuff that comes in on the Hellcats, and when I see the stuff on the Vaders, and I just see the cheese. Like, I just see the Chinesium.
Funny you mentioned that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there's somebody sitting here that is new to the table that is fixing up that scooter with this swing arm that he bought online.
Yeah.
But the best part about this is the thing. So when we were looking at it and trying to work on it, the swing arm is unique because it doesn't really have a solid that goes in. It has two posts that come out and goes in, right? Yeah. So we were thinking, okay, we could buy one that's all the way across, cut it, and have this welded and stuff. So he comes today and he goes, no, I got it sorted. I bought this one. Well, the best part about the one he bought is the two posts that go into the motorcycle are actually movable side to side.
Slide,
And there's some nice Chinesium hardware. They're actually holding that to the rest of the swing arm.
Right.
So I was like, dude, you might want to have somebody TIG that. Like just a little TIG once you get that.
When you look at these kits, the one that he got, $142 on AliExpress, and it comes with like extra clevises. So if you want to go from eye to eye or eye to clevis on your suspension, it comes with eyes and it comes with clevises.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is insane for $140, 180 delivered or whatever.
Yep.
And you're looking at this, but you are understanding that is made of brittle Chinesium. So you got to understand, like, everything that goes together. Yeah, your red lock tighten everything.
I've never seen a part where like that part is movable and it's not connected in a way that it interlaces.
Right.
So that if those bolts came out, your rear wheel
So
would just
this
go
is the picture you want to throw up right here.
Yeah.
So the part of it where the swing arm is, that thing that looks like a toilet paper roll holder.
Yeah.
It can move in and out 3 inches each way.
Yes.
So no matter how big your frame is, it slides. It goes to any width you want, up to it says between 90 and 235 centimeters.
I mean, granted, it does have 6 bolts per side.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So
it does.
it'd probably be fine.
Yeah, and those are CE rated, the Chinese kiss of death.
I just don't know if it'll handle the horsepower that you will be experiencing in your application.
Yeah.
Well, is that the motor that you got from me?
Yeah.
So that's a 65, 70 mile an hour
At
motor.
least. Yeah.
That motor's got actual real torque behind it.
Yeah.
so-
No, I'm definitely not. No.
Yeah.
It's just a commuter.
It's fun. It's a fun project. But this is going to save you $2,000 of the fabrication.
Yeah.
He's definitely not going to try to find out how fast it was.
No.
Who would ever do something like that?
I don't know. And the ground is so smooth at band
I
camp.
That's what I told him. That's what Bandcap's for. I'll try it out and just see what's up.
All the bounces going into turn 3.
Well, that's why it has 2 springs on the back
Yes.
and then the dampener, so it has extra springs.
And John's going to put an airbag under it.
Amazing.
No, I think it's a whoopee cushion.
What
But,
could go
To match the airbag on top of it.
You just take a Takata airbag and put it under the seat.
There you go.
And when you're having a collision, it hits the button and just ejects you off the bike entirely.
Airbag below, dirt bag above.
Oh, shit.
You just hit on something, man. That could be the next level of safety.
Huh?
You get an injection seat that puts you up about
ejector
200
seat.
feet, and then you have a parachute.
You're just
Right.
out of trouble.
Yeah.
Right.
As soon as the bike senses it,
I've seen the videos of the guys on
I'm out.
carrier decks.
I'm out.
We've all seen Goldfinger.
Yeah.
You just refine the concept a little
That's
more.
all. So let's get a
Fascia.
really big airbag and use it instead of seat padding. And then when you have the collision, the accelerometer in the headlight of the bike flips the switch, ejects you into the stratosphere, and then you come down a different county. It's fine. You're not
get
even there.
pulled over?
You're not even there to get the ticket.
nope.
No.
It wasn't me.
No, not it wasn't me.
What are you
kidding
talking
me?
about? I was parachuting.
I'm a parachutist. I'm a sport parachute enthusiast. That's why I'm wearing a helmet.
I'm a poop shootist.
I've heard
That's
that
why my
about you.
pants are brown.
a wingsuitist.
Oh my God, that would be a riot. When we were conjuring up Miss Emma earlier, I wanted to give props because we were talking about her turbo Goldwing. Tubbo.
It's pink.
It's pink. I want everyone to take a minute to go to either This Motorcycle Life or go to Vintangent, Vintangent. They both did excellent write-ups of Emma Booten and her motorcycle history and motorcycle career, which is not to be overlooked. And in case I don't say it enough, when you get done listening to our podcast, go and listen to the Motorcycles and Misfits podcast. They do such a good job. I'm so proud to have them as our friends. They really do. I will share the light with them anytime I get. I love these guys, and I can every time I listen to their podcast, anytime Emma starts, and I listen a little closer, right? I learn something from her every single time.
I just
fantastic.
I can never get used to who's coming though. I'll be like, oh, are we going to see so and so? No, they're not coming this year. We have 13 other new people. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But that's great.
No, it's good. You get to meet new friends.
The fact is, every year for Motorcycles and Misfits, when they show up to our little party, right? We just don't know who's going to show up, and then there's all the stunt misfits. Throw the picture up right here.
Misfits.
So
The Mary Poppins.
the Mary Poppins of motorcycles, exactly.
Love.
Love that.
There's just not enough that I can say about a woman who shares her bed with a 2-stroke Yamaha, right? That is fucking brilliant. That right there, Queen Elizabeth on the cover of Life magazine.
I think I'm just jealous of the Misfits because, I'd maybe like to try to pretend there's like a rivalry, but you really can't beat them because they're in California and their immersion into motorcycles is always going to be a step above ours.
We'll
because
never
we
even,
can't ride from out in the desert and up a mountain and have
that's the
fucking all
worst.
the fucking fun they have.
When we're sitting here in February or
Right.
January talking about, well, what did you ride? I rode the snowblower.
We're talking about snowblower related injuries.
The other morning,
And Naked Jim just came back from the desert.
Yeah.
Right.
The other day, I got home from work, long day. I'm sitting there drinking beer, and I'm watching all these poor women trying to bring themselves back to life after 6 months of miserable Cleveland death. And, they're all out there like, oh, my God, I gained 50 pounds. And they're trying to walk their fat asses off. And I feel for them. And I'm just like, this doesn't happen in California.
Not everybody can just be a svelte.
No,
and-
because you just stay on your game the whole year, right? You just stay on your game the whole year. But what you don't understand, the great equalizer of the Midwest is it's too fucking cold. You go outside, you'll die. So you have to stay in the house, which means you have to eat, right? And the food that's easiest to come by when you can't graze because, the terra firma is now, the permafrost is now taken over. So you're going to eat the horrible stuff. And you're going to sit on the couch and you're going to watch your step counter go from, today I was at 10,000 steps before I left the shop. Right. But your step counter in the wintertime is going to say 2,200 steps. And that's bathroom, couch, fridge, couch.
I was just going to say, you're in your house. There's the living room, there's the kitchen or the dining room. Which one are you going to be in?
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Unless you have a pile of home fitnessy nonsense to keep you going.
What do you call that, Sean? Cuffing?
All I know is that I gained
Coat hangers.
I gained 2 inches in the gut, and look at my forearm on my right hand.
Just the right one.
Just like the boys in the 1%er clubs, I was cranking my hog.
No, no.
It is that thing where we do absolutely love the Misfits. We are absolutely jealous of their riding schedule.
I went to the doctor, and he said, as your neck gets worse, your arms are going to keep falling asleep on you. And I said, tell me more.
You know what? Don't do that.
It's just so fucking funny. We're getting into our season finally. We're finally at the point now where we're like, oh, this is going to be okay, right? This is going to happen. We're going to be all right. And then we got salt dumped on us like last week. So I was like,
you can't trust it. The other day, last week, I was going to ride to work because it was like 58 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then it was like 31 and snowing at 4.
we've had snow on Easter before.
And I was going to ride in on Tuesday to work because it was beautiful most of the day. But then 5 o'clock hour was when the tsunami storm level hit. And I was like, oh, if I could leave early, I could make it. I can't bank on it, and I'm glad I didn't because I would have been flooded away coming down my street.
Fucking beautiful day. I'm like, oh, I got to take my hoodie off. I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's great. I come home, I'm sitting on my porch drinking a beer. Next thing you know, it fucking drops 30 degrees. It's a tsunami, and my fucking garbage cans go blowing out onto the street. Branch breaks off my tree, and I'm like, Give it all to me, you motherfucker. I felt like Captain Ahab on my front porch screaming at the storm.
Dude, it was
The white whale.
over by my house. There's this one scenic area where there's like this beautiful red barn and farms and all this stuff, and the road kind of swiggles through there. And for the last few years, if it rained really hard, it got to be 3 or 4, 5 feet of water. Like cars would get engulfed by it. So this last summer,
Oh, you need to pull up a chair.
oh no, but I did. And well, now they even put a camera with a thing, with a water height thing. So if you drove through the water and you got stuck, they could give you a ticket.
Sure.
Because whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's-
So last summer, like 8,000 trucks came. The city came. They were digging shit and they fucked this guy's whole farm up and they put a canal in and everything. And I was like, oh man, they addressed it. No more closed road. Yesterday, all that work, everything they did, it was still 2.5 feet of water
That's-
across everything.
Yeah, you can't.
They
You
wasted
can't plan for that.
millions for nothing.
It was a once in several at the plant. I mean, we got just shit
It was
hammered.
sideways at the shop.
And
So bad.
I mean, like they're just like our EQ basin that normally never really has ever. I've never seen it that high before, and
So
and
what
it was
happens
pouring down rain when I left, and it was like, oh boy, is it
Yeah.
going to actually go over the?
Tell the folks at home what happens when we get too much rain at the wastewater service plant.
Well, whenever the wastewater plant can only process so much water, and when it can't process it, it goes right out to whatever stream you're
Park next to.
Yeah, and if you like the big plants are up on the lake, and it just goes right out in the lake. Right. And then back in the day, like they used to just like, oop, we got a real big storm, dump the plant, clean her
this
out.
is why, ever since I've met Steve Hoffert, I no longer go swimming on storm days or
Oh,
2
yeah.
or 3
Oh,
days
yeah.
after.
Oh,
a
definitely
storm.
not. No.
And for all of you North Coast surfers that love to go out on your longboards in Lake Erie after a big storm, keep in mind that's the effluent from the entire city of Cleveland that you're surfing in.
Oh, you're just eating turds.
You are just you're hanging 10 on turds. That is
I
all
learned
poo.
my buddy was having his best man thing, and so instead of going to strip clubs and stuff, we were like, let's go water skiing, let's do all this.
Yeah.
And it had just stormed.
Oh,
like
so
that.
they just instead of the strip clubs, they wanted water sports.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Woof.
So I jump in the water because I didn't know that I didn't even think about the fact that it stormed horribly the day
No,
before.
why would you?
So as I jump in, I slice my leg on dude's boat. Don't think about it
No, of
because
course not.
whatever. I'm a man. I want a little cut. Big deal.
Yeah.
Like 2 days later, there were
Lake
things
water will
crawling
clean it
out.
out.
Yeah. Dude, there was so much wrong. I had to get shots.
Yeah. Oh.
It's not
They had
good.
to inoculate you with
Yes.
Lake Ontario water.
Yes.
No.
And once a year, I have to go get this chip checked, and then I'm okay.
So we always talk about recalls and bonkers recalls. I now have come. This is it. A new high water mark for us. Follow the theme. There is a recall on a bike that I thought was unrecallable. The TW200.
Oh no!
Oh yeah. So there is an actual real
Okay,
recall.
I'll let you finish.
You want to guess what the problem was?
I read the
Did
show
you read
notes.
the
Oh,
article?
okay. All right.
Okay. So here's the thing. Remember how we were talking about a recall has to be really bad if they say do not ride or do not sell, right? It has to be bad. So I'm not joking. The NHTSA recall, do not drive warning. Do not drive for the Yamaha TW200 is because the speedometer may become inoperative or display an inaccurate speed. Now, since 1983, no Yamaha speedometer has ever displayed the accurate speed on a T225, a 200, anything remotely accurate.
And no stock T200 has ever hit a speed to be considered dangerous.
Also,
I'm like, that's what I'm laughing about. I'm like, have you ever looked at the speedometer on a TW200
and seen anything other
Maybe
than
like when you're at the full tilt and you're like, how fast does this thing go?
And it's still not going to tell you
No.
because it's not accurate.
What I will tell you is there is a problem with TW200s, and that is when you look at the speedometer, you get early onset depression because you're like, oh man.
That's why you shouldn't see it. Yeah.
Right. I thought I could take this on the freeway. Oh, and that's fucking 10% optimistic. So when you look down and you see it giving you 70 pathetic TW units per hour, right? You know that you're really actually going about 63, right?
Oh, it's that out of
Oh, it's 10%
Oh.
on a good day.
At least.
Right?
Oh, wow.
And if the tires are soft or, it's different. The point being, this is ridiculous. But then I did notice that it's only for 2026s. Okay, fair enough.
So what was changed?
I don't know. But here's what I do know is when they give you these information, these NHTSA numbers, it does have to tell you the potential number of units affected, which I always think is fun because then you get to know how many units a company built.
All right, Cinch is going live.
There's 962 bikes that were affected. So that means in the United States of America, Yamaha is proudly sold less than 1,000 TW200s. When you think that ain't too many bikes, okay, there's 50 goddamn states, okay? Wow. There is 50 states. That means they're selling 20 bikes per state. The TW200 is not a high-selling machine.
It should be.
Well, again, it gives you an idea how pathetic the numbers are for a whole fucking country to only have 962 bikes.
We don't care. We'll do a recall on anything on that bike. We're only selling 100 of them.
And again, we don't want you to ride it because the Speedo, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
How long have they made the TW200 in total, though?
300 years.
Since
Yeah, right.
motorcycles were born.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's so few that Sam from Yamaha actually shows up to fix your bike.
1986.
Right,
So
okay.
1986 was the first year. And in 1986, the TW200 had the exact same speedometer on it that Yamaha garden equipment had on it.
I can see it. It's square.
It's square.
Yeah.
It's like this big.
Square. It has a needle that operates on suggestion only.
Right. And how much has realistically changed on it since then?
Very
little.
little.
So, and people seem to want to keep them around, like they live. They are very living bikes.
They don't die.
Right, they don't die. So it doesn't necessarily surprise me that they're not selling very many of them in
from the hate
2026.
mail from the hate mail department. Not a bad run, 1986 to 2025, and the only bike ever to make it to the North Pole, and only one recall for a fucking part that couldn't be more useless on a TW. Do you know how fast you were going? 45?
Who cares?
No, 30. Let's speed it up a little, okay? This road is 55. Yeah, it is truly,
That's crazy.
of all the pieces that could go wrong on a TW200, they picked the most benign.
But are they still non-EFI?
No, they're definitely not They're definitely not fuel injected. No, there's no way that thing's
Never
fuel
have been
injected.
and never will be.
Yeah, as
The
much as
Suzuki Van was a fantastic bike. It was fuel injected and it cost too much to make, and they're gone.
God,
So the
buy
second
one in
they
a
spend the
heartbeat.
money to actually fuel inject that fucker, unless it's free or
the
cheaper
D-
than a carburetor.
the DRZ 400 is finally fuel injected. The KLR 650 is finally fuel injected. The DR 650, I think, is still carbureted.
but not the XR 650L.
No, not the XR 650L. No way,
That's
no
carb.
how. No, they paid for that tooling 47 years ago, and they're going to milk it
Well,
for
I
all
got
it's worth.
excited. I sent Johnny a thing. I was like, "Oh shit, look at this!" Because like they in Japan, they were unboxing a new 650 XL 2026.
Oh.
And I was like, "Look at this!" Oh my! Sure enough, nope, carb.
You too can have one of those.
Wow.
Nope.
Oh, that's bad.
I'll take it. I can handle it.
I would, dude. If they fuel injected that bike, I bet you they'd sell a lot of them. Like that. That's a good. You could commute on it.
I
you
bet
could
they
rip
sold a
on it.
lot of them before they fuel injected that
Well,
bike.
yeah, I'm saying,
that-
but now, I don't know. I can't do it. I can't do carbs anymore.
Yep. All right. So, on the last note of the podcast, friends, neighbors, motorcycle enthusiasts,
Uh-oh.
we are all about to break the rule that is printed inside our owner's manuals for any motorcycle produced in the past 15 years. Do not use E85 or 15% blend in your motorcycles. Why are we about to break it? Because the fucking cocksucking government has decided that, well, due to fuel being a problem and corn not being a problem, they've decided that they are going to do the waiver for nationwide sale of E15 on all gasoline. The waiver is the goal of the waiver is to bring down fuel prices at the pump. The waiver covers May 1st through May 20th, although the EPA is prepared to extend it indefinitely after that. The sale of the higher ethanol blend is generally prohibited in warm weather due to concerns that it could worsen smog. and make your bike run like shit.
Oh, dude.
Okay? The United States Environmental Protection Agency on March 25th approved a temporary waiver for the nationwide sale of E15, a higher ethanol gasoline blend. The decision to approve E15 up from the typical 10% ethanol blend is part of a strategy aimed at lowering gasoline prices and fucking over motorcycle riders nationwide. Yes, which has soared since the U.S. began waging war in Iran. While some states have been approved to sell E15 year-round, the higher blend is typically banned during warmer months because of concerns that the higher ethanol concentration could worsen smog. EPA is working with our federal partners to reduce unnecessary costs and uncertainty and ensure that gas prices remain affordable for all. Maybe not start the fucking war to begin with. I guess that wasn't an option.
Oops.
So, yeah, let's piss off where all the oil gets processed and then bitch about the gas prices going higher. We played this game before, guys. Remember, this is not our first rodeo. You give all the sheiks and the royal families the power to control the oil, and then when you piss them off and they start raising the price per barrel of oil, then we have to, that's why the gas guzzlers had to go away and the cash for clunkers had to happen and all these other things, right? We've all lived through this. We have not, again, not our first rodeo. So our motorcycles say do not use E15. Today, I took a brief walk through my shop and I looked at 35 different motorcycles, and motorcycles going back up to 10 years had a big old sticker on there. It said, do not use E15 gas, period.
So I noticed, I went and got gas yesterday. I'm helping out the neighbor lady with her generator, of course, John's Generator Service. And, so I run down to I'm buying the cheapest gas I can find, and it's at the Valerio, which is not the best place to buy fuel, but I don't really care. I just need cheap fuel.
You need gas.
But
That is the big lots of gas stations.
But then when I bought the 5 gallons of fuel and I went to pour it in the generator, the one thing that I found quite remarkable was it looked like water, like alcohol. Yeah. It wasn't like fuel should have a little bit of a color to it.
Yeah.
It looked like rubbing alcohol. I mean, I'm like, they must be I don't know what they're doing with their fuel. And then it makes me think, my car felt like it was running hot. Well, that's what would happen if you were loading it up on ethanol, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to run great. And so I don't know. I think I can't do that anymore.
It's just one of those things. Valero is owned by two of our favorite conglomerates, BlackRock and Vanguard. They're the two principal shareholders of Valero. They're out of San Antonio, Texas, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, but not known for just being the best gas, And I do know that here in Ohio or in Cleveland, most of our gas actually comes from one center where the trucks come in and they just move the valves slightly differently so that Valero gets this particular recipe and Shell gets this particular recipe and BP and, Speedway get their particular recipes. So they're all coming from one distribution center here in the state of Ohio.
Well, that was the thing. My friend I used to fly airplanes with used to own gas stations. That's one of the things he did. And he was laughing when I was asking him like how they brought the different, levels of gas. He's like, "Have you ever seen more than one truck?" He's like, "No." He goes,
Right.
"The rest of it is a 5-gallon jug we add to the tanks, and that's what makes the difference."
It's the blend of 18 herbs and spices that makes shell gas, and
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there is also this thing, though, that those tanker trucks have more than one compartment in them.
Yeah, they do.
No, I
So
know,
when you
but
look at the belly of them, there are different things. So that's what they can do that.
They could, but he's saying that wasn't.
So you'll notice when you go down the interstate, you'll see Sheetz trucks, right? So Sheetz has their own nationwide distribution network that they use to move the gas around point A to point
Right.
B. But for the most of them, for the guys who aren't Sheetz, they'll usually be part of they'll be using a vendor locally, and then they'll order their gas, their BP gas or their Speedway gas or their Get Go gas will come from that vendor. And that they'll just say, okay, when you're ordering our shipment for this week or whatever it is, they're going to give this blend of herbs and spices that'll literally be mixed in as it's coming out of the giant fucking tanks,
Exactly.
the million gallon tanks, and that will go into the 18-wheeler, and then that 18-wheeler goes, and then like John's saying, there's 5 compartments or as many as
Ely might have been more shady because he was like literally, it's like he was from Connecticut, over in Swansea, Connecticut.
Yeah.
He owned 4 or 5 gas stations in like different areas. And he was like, they'd come in, he'd fill all the tanks. He goes, the 93 got this 5-gallon tank. And if it was like a full tank, he got 2 of the 5-gallon things, which then took the octane to whatever it was supposed to do.
I was going to talk about this on a different podcast, but I'm going to give a quick blast right now because we're short. You will be watching on YouTube people using the phase separation method of getting the ethanol out of gasoline. What does that mean, Phil? That means they buy a 5-gallon jug of gasoline, right? They add 5 cups of water to it. They let it phase separate, and then they put a hose in, and they drain the 20 ounces of water off the bottom of the 5 gallons of gasoline. Because the water and the ethanol bond instantly. Well, 20, 30 minutes, right? But they will phase separate pretty quickly. Usually people leave it overnight. And when they leave it overnight, then they can draw that 20 or 30 ounces off. Be careful when you do that. If you start with 87 octane gas, the ethanol is a octane modifier. So if you are taking the ethanol out of the gasoline, your 87 octane probably just became 82 octane.
Oh, that much.
So yeah, it's bad.
Oh, wow.
So I'm getting nothing but breathing. Is that Tom's mic?
Yeah, I think
turn it
so.
off. Yeah. When we did it at the shop and we tested the system.
Yeah.
Oh, he's literally sleeping on the microphone. When he's not sleeping on air, he's sleeping on the microphone. Yeah. So when we tested it and we let it phase separate, I was shocked at how much it phase separated just in the ambient air, right? Just in the ambient air, not adding water to it. But when I've tested locally, when I've tested the gas and I've tested the fuel, we tested E10. No. We tested E10, and when I tested E10 by using the water test, which you just buy the graduated cylinders. The graduated cylinders are like $5 for 2 of them. You put the water into the recommended amount, you put the gasoline in, you shake it up, and that tells you how much ethanol is actually in it. There's a gauge on the side of it. For $5, you can buy 2 of them. And then you can test the gas before you commit to buying it. And it is not uncommon. We have checked our local pump that says no ethanol. The pump that's charging you an extra $1.50 because there's no ethanol in it. And I've tested it and found there was 10% ethanol in it.
That's I got fucked.
And you got fucked.
Yeah.
Because here's what you talked about, Eli, your friend who's a little shady.
Yeah.
It's not just Eli. So if that truck shows up and that truck just has 87, right?
Like buying a bag of Coke, everybody's stepping on the product.
That is exactly right.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, that is exactly right. And so be careful if you're going to be the home brewer guy and you're like, hey, look, I saw this thing on YouTube where I can use water to force phase separation and that'll pull the ethanol and the water out. Don't be careful. You've just taken your octane away.
Also, you're leaving open flammable containers laying around.
There's also a little bit of like you're dicking around with gas.
Yeah.
Right.
Best case scenario, you get some in you.
Maybe be careful.
Yeah.
I mean, and
It's,
Right.
I have not.
Find a place.
I'm not going to start now.
Right. Find a place if you really want to get non-ethanol gas. Here's the trick, and this is a tip from your Uncle Phil. If you go to the Circle K station that says we have ethanol-free gas, and they have a pump handle here that's a blender pump that goes 87, 89, 91. That's one pump handle. And then over here they have another pump handle that says 90 octane, no ethanol. Pretty good. Okay, good. I'm thrilled about the separation. That's cool. Because if it was all on one handle, then the first gallon that comes out of that hose is going to be the old shit, whatever the last guy got. It's like getting their second to a party, right? You're going to get the leftovers. So here's the best way to do it, though. Why don't you go to a store that never sees the 85 octane? Go to a store that never sees the 89 octane. Go to a store that doesn't have 4 pumps and 1 handle. Go to the store that's called the boat dock. And the boat dock never sees anything except non-ethanol fuel. 87 octane does not get delivered to the boat dock. The only thing that gets delivered to the boat dock is ethanol-free fuel.
Have you had any problems with people not selling you anything?
No. I do it all the time. And I've done it at every boat dock I can think of.
They make money every gallon they sell.
The only difference between the pump at the boat dock and the pump at your gas station is the hose is longer.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Can you
who
swipe
doesn't
it?
like a nice
Can
long
you just
hose?
walk up to it and swipe it?
So there's two. So the one that I use here at Edgewater, they don't. You can swipe it, okay. But then the other ones, they've got the cabin boy. You know, the poor guy who's in the shelter. Like that guy, he's there because it is a long hose, and they just don't want all the gas to go into the water.
Right.
So he doesn't actually climb on the boats and put the gas in the boats himself. But he's there to make sure that, you're not cocking things up too bad for the rest of us. They don't want you dumping 200 gallons out into the bay.
Have you seen that thing? It just happened. I guess somebody had their trailer. They thought they were filling the boat up, but they had the thing down the fishing hole.
Oh God!
So they put like $780 worth of gas
in the hull of the boat
and onto the ground.
Bad
It's
news
like
bears.
it was just a fishing hole.
Yeah, it was a pole holder.
Yeah.
And so they had the plugs out of the back of the boat.
And so the gas.
So
was
all the
just
gas was just everywhere.
Yeah, 600, and they went inside because they knew.
Oh, really?
They left the thing going, and they went inside.
You got to go inside, and it's just going to keep pumping.
Yeah.
I was really pissed off the other day when my truck took $136 worth.
Yeah.
And that was on the cheap. That was with my Perks Club membership benefits and frequent flyer discounts.
I am so dialed on the game. I got my best ever on the way to the podcast tonight, 25.1 miles per gallon.
You got 25?
Yes. 25.1 miles to the gallon. But I am driving like a 79-year-old guy, dude. I'm in the slow lane.
You're turning
and
the
it's like
keys
as
off
soon as the
while you're
eco
coasting
thing
up to the
comes
light.
on, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, there's the eco, man. Oh. And like you're able to program the
And that's
screen.
not a hybrid. It's just a regular.
It's just a 4-cylinder turbocharged fucking 310 horsepower.
Yeah, it's a 4-cylinder with turbo. Yeah,
but you're able to put the fuel thing like right in the middle, right between the speedometer and the tach.
Yeah.
And so it becomes a video game.
Oh yeah, it does.
I'm like, oh, right there it is. And then, dude, I almost pull it out when the eco thing comes on. I'm like, oh, there's the eco. I'm like, fuck yeah!
Really?
I get so excited.
I drove to Ontario and back the other day, so 5 hours each way, so 10-hour driving, and my trip mileage was 20.2. And that's a 5-liter V8.
Yeah.
No hybrid, no nothing. And that was with 2 bikes going that way. And I stopped in Erie and picked up 2 bikes on the way back. So loaded and roll in both directions. And 2 bikes with top cases and windshields is bad for your gas
I can't
mileage.
imagine.
Yeah.
So, but I did the same thing. I was driving, literally like my wallet was hooked to my gas pedal.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, every time my little eco thing would go below 20 miles per gallon, I'd be like, oh fuck.
Yep, makes you sad. You know what I think I figured out though,
Yeah.
and it might be stupid not knowing this, but like when I leave my house and go anywhere to Akron, my fuel mileage is worse. Going from Akron to Cleveland, I think Akron's higher.
Uphill. It's just slightly.
Right?
It's like
Just a
120
little?
feet.
Okay. It has to be
It
because
is
I'm always like a
slightly
few
uphill.
less this way, and
Yeah.
then anytime I come to the podcast today, I kicked ass.
Well, I mean, that's where those antennas are. So there's a reason the broadcast
point.
antennas are up on the hill.
Right.
I learned that in my truck, putting it in eco mode does me no help whatsoever.
Isn't it just transmission logic?
It's a 10-speed transmission,
Yeah,
so
the
it
bike
doesn't
transmission.
matter. It's seriously, it's never not shifting.
Yeah.
It is just a bag of gears.
What's that? Always be shifting.
Always be shifting. It is such a suggestion. It is one of those things. Never in my life have I owned a vehicle that as I'm accelerating away from the red light, right, I look down at the gaugeometer and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm like, I felt nothing. I'm convinced it's just saving up.
It has poured maple syrup into the transmission and it's just moving through.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. So me and John went to the last ever Piston Power-Rama show on Friday.
The official end of the
Oh, yeah.
IX
End of an
Center.
era.
End of the IX.
60 fucking years, man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did a little coverage of like the motorcycles, but the music was so loud in the place I couldn't use any of the
Really?
my boat
I
and it was
believe it.
all like copyright
from the donks bikes. that are
and
sitting
all
over
the
there?
bikes and stuff.
Oh, really?
Dude.
So they were just going apeshit.
They were, but there was a lot of bikes, man. There was like at least 150 bikes. Hell's Angels were set up and they were doing their thing, and like it's kind of cool. But then like all their merchandise, I was looking down and I kept like, because they'd have hats with numbers on them. I'm like, okay, what number is that? I'm going through the alphabet, like what's going on?
Really?
Yeah, but it was cool, man.
fun.
What did you like? You like the military stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean they had a tank there, a Sherman tank, and a bunch of stuff like that. And I chatted with the one guy, and he said he has stormed the beach at D-Day Conneaut 29 times, 29 years.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was cool. He actually works at the Liberty Aviation Museum out in Port Clinton. So if you're out riding, maybe you want an interesting place, a destination to go check it out, some vintage aerocrafts.
Yeah, that's super fun. I like
you
that
could
place.
do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
They had an Indian there, and it was just like a perfectly restored, but patina. Looked like it's been ridden a lot, like 1937, 40 something, maybe Indian.
Okay.
Like the detailed work of just coming out of the factory back then, like the rails that went around the seats, like the way the engine was and everything. It was like I was really into that bike. It was kind of cool to see it there. And then this other dude had a drag Harley that had an auto shifter that had to be compressed air. It looked like a fucking grenade sticking out of a stick to like auto shift this like Harley. Yeah. And then the Cleveland Kawasaki gang was there with all
the KZ900 guys.
Yeah, the KZ900
those guys are awesome.
Slimer bikes and like they all have versions of like the Honda Dragon, but they're Kawasaki Green Dragons or whatever you want to call it. Like so that was cool. And then like there was a bunch of like. So remember the hood rat scene killers that we met at the skid bar?
Absolutely.
They kind of brought in a new style, man. Like I'm sure other people have seen this, but for me, it was like the big wheel bobber, but it was kind of like it was almost like a more of like the chopper style to it, but kind of a bobber look, but then still had a 30-inch front tire.
Really?
And so that was, I mean, like that was, again, I don't really want one, but it was kind of cool looking. And then the guy
was it beach style or was it?
One was
I honestly don't care.
Well, there was one that had like kind of.
I just had to stop myself. I don't even need an answer for that. I don't care.
But you know what?
I thought it was a good question. I didn't see the ramifications of asking the question.
No, but dude, all these guys are into their fucking bikes, and it comes through and it shows that they're doing all this cool stuff. Like even like the sound bikes. The ones with all the sound systems in them.
Great. John discovered the fucking...
John's button, not my buttons. But like those dudes, when we were looking at the bikes and I was filming them and stuff, the quality of work, like they're not hacked together. They're not shitty bikes, man. All right. Well, whatever.
Well, that's always been the thing is, well, you go and see these bikes and we tease the donks and everything else. But yeah, it's a fucking 400-hour 19-stage paint process.
That's
Enthusiasm and devotion is still there.
Well, the thing is I don't think anybody's going into those bikes thinking they're making money on them. They're doing it because they like it or they want the cloud or whatever. But either way, they're into it. So I can feel their passion for it. That's what I was trying to get at.
And you know, and again, it's just this whole
I
thing
am
about,
sorry to invalidate you.
the guy showed up.
I appreciate you. You're valuable.
The guy showed up at the shop the other day. God. The guy showed up at the shop the other day on an orange one, and he's like, "Yeah." And I just saw his apparel and his flair. Yeah. And when he walked in, these two guys, and it was just one of those things. It was a Saturday; they had nowhere better to be, so they were going to go to all 6 motorcycle shops in the Cleveland area, and they were going to stop at each one of them.
Oh boy!
And so the one guy's riding a Triumph, Tiger, and the other guy's riding a Street Glide, whatever. But it was funny because I saw the guy's apparel and I saw his outfit, and I was like, "Oh, what do you ride here? A Street Glide?" He goes, "How'd you know I had a Street Glide?" But then I was like, then he fucked me over because I didn't know it was a donk. Oh. So like he had a Street Glide, but of course it was a donked Street Glide. So when I go out there, the entire bottom of both sides of his bags, his fiberglass bags, because they're extra long.
Oh, it's
right?
insane.
So they're 6 inches longer than the factory had intended.
Oh, dude, the ones at
they
the thing
flow
are
like a woman's wedding dress.
Yeah, the ones at the show were like 3 feet. Like they were like insane how they went back.
There's a train. They have to have smaller motorcyclists going behind them, holding them up off the ground.
The only thing that you could tell is that they didn't ride them in Cleveland because they couldn't. I don't know how you would ride that bike in Cleveland.
Well,
the other thing, they probably have air ride though too. They might when you're seeing them parked there, they have lowered themselves down onto.
You're absolutely right.
The giant penis that those bikes.
The Alpinist mount.
The Alpinist mount. When I went out to the bike, I saw the stupid bags on the side. I looked at him, and the whole gel coat, like what they were made of, was just destroyed on both sides, right? And I asked the guy, I was like, "Holy shit, what happened to your bike? Did you lay it down?" And he goes, No. With those bags,
I just live here.
If you corner more than like 4 degrees, they're gonna hit. And I'm like, so it's training wheels. right? I'm like, just put rollerblade wheels on the end of it, and call it a day.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And he goes like, what? And I said, look, and they were fractured. Like all the fiberglass was fractured. So they're probably a kit that you buy. You know, it's the original bags.
He buys new ones every other year.
Yeah, and these were like made of the Aerotech plastic. They weren't fiberglass. Like a Harley Davidson.
Like this is like a funny car body.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like a Harley Davidson saddlebag is heavy. A Harley Davidson saddlebag can support the weight of the bike if you lean it over on the saddlebag. I've done it. You know, these are not. These are cheap. And then you paint them with millions of dollars worth of paint, but the bags themselves are still fragile and brittle. And so they blow out the bottoms because they're just so cheap. And I told the guy, I was like, well, you watch your paint job just get destroyed every time you lean the bike. He goes, well, not a lot of people ride these bikes. And I thought about the impact of that statement is not a lot of people ride these bikes.
Yeah.
And I was like,
more, or if you do, it's probably down the street. But like these things.
Well, he left my driveway. You've all been in and out of the driveway at the shop. And there is a 3-inch long piece of painted plastic that was behind him after he left. And I went out and grabbed it as a souvenir because it's got, not joking, 19 layers of color on it.
Oh, yeah.
From this amazing paint job that he's just leaving behind him every time he turns hard left or right.
These dudes have to make their boxes and pretty stiff because they have like 28,000 watts of sound. In the
Everyone
back
likes
of
a good stiff
I was to
box.
say stiff box. Yes, definitely got to have that.
I never was into the big stereos and stuff, but like the volume that a motorcycle is making now is fucking crazy. Like, right, John, when them dudes turn.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? You can buy like a 200 watt Bluetooth Amazon little amplifier for $27.
No, but dude, they were shaking.
I'm sure they spent a lot more money than that.
Yeah.
But the amount of wattage you can now purchase for cheap it's kind of like data, you know?
I was going to say, forget about your RAM.
Yeah.
Now it's all just come down to amps for your boombox or amps for your speaker kit in your car. Because, the guys that pull into the shop that have 18 speakers on their fucking scooters, like they show up on a Kimco where everywhere a human would be is now a bunch of speakers put into an array. And
I was all like, oh, I put a 25 watt amp in my car and now it's a lot louder.
Yeah, these guys are at the 3,000 watts and they're wondering why their service battery is lasting 7.5 minutes. You know, like, come on, man. You need a trailer with a very small Russian nuclear reactor in it, and that will run your sound. That you can't do it with your motorcycle battery, guy.
No.
All right.
And it'll either cure your cancer or give it to you.
Well, and you're playing garbage. I have to say that. Being on Lorraine Avenue and just hearing everybody that goes past my shop.
All you hear is their fenders and all their trim rattling.
Yeah. And there's just two sounds that I hear. I hear the sirens from the fire department and the ambulances. And then I hear every fucking V6 Mustang. Oh, fucking V6 Mustangs. God, they sound like shit.
On the way here today, since the weather was kind of nice, I got passed by 1 billion tons of sport bikes. And it's kind of crazy that, like, this fashion now, every single kid, every single one, not like, I'm not exaggerating, like, it wasn't every one out of 30 had a hoodie, tight jeans, and A-Star race boots on. Like every single fucking one. There was no variation. And everybody had like the $1,600
One of us
KYT helmet. But like no variation.
Right.
Like in the Starboys days, you'd have like super wide pants, you'd have skinny pants, you'd have fur dudes. At least some variations.
No.
These
not
dudes,
now.
This looked like it was like a video game and you just clone dudes and put them on bikes.
NPCs.
NPCs.
Oh yeah, for
The
sure.
Fremont Street of.
Yeah, it is definitely the thing, and I think that it's funny that people are paying $300 for these armored hoodies.
Oh yeah,
that when you fall down, the armor is going to be anywhere except for where you want it to be. There's just no chance in fucking hell that armor is going to be where you want it to be. Yeah, when you fall down, that armored hoodie is going to be everywhere except for the point of impact. Yeah,
a horn in his ear.
All right. Well, with guys, anybody got anything else? Oscar,
No,
keep us posted on the electric vehicle project because I'm very curious to see how that fleshes out, and also because I have another electric bike at the shop. I desperately need to get rid
I'm
of.
hopeful that in the next month I'm going to be finishing this whole thing.
Very cool. If that's it, anybody got anything else?
I don't think so.
Ride fast and take chances. Get us out of here, Johnny Mac.
Bum, 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 bum,
Eject, hit the red button, get us out of here, Sleepy. Ride fast, take chances.